Yeah, Simiyu Samurai. And you know, there was a lot of karate, you know, the kung fu. But you know, when they gave me that script, right? I saw the script and I was like, I'm like, yeah, what you saying, bro? He's like, oh, we are finding in Champara. We were just saying we are having a show. I'm like, Can you give us are you free on the 2060? I'm like, 2060, let me check my calendar. The mockery, right? I had the last laugh, bro. I'm laughing straight to the bank with this. They mocked me. Oh. They were like, yeah, Prezzo took a chopper over the fence. You know what I mean? But they didn't know that I'm actually the Nkima thing in this music industry.
Yep. This is the
Brunch Club. Over 26.
Welcome back to
the mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up, my name is Chaxy, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaxy, the beautiful Mariah is around, the amazing Mwass is around, the whole gang is around, episode 86, we are matching! And it goes without saying, the president is in the building! Prezzo!
You know what I call no you a hair, zero shit like you just don't care. And if you're down for CMB Prezzo, let me hear you say, oh yeah.
Oh, bro.
That's good. We're in the building.
We're in the building,
bro. You know, I don't do handshakes. Can
I
get a
know.
hug?
Yeah.
Please.
What's on Spotify? There's a hug literally going on.
Jabby didn't want YouTube too.
And they hugged earlier.
Bless you.
Brother.
Oh my gosh.
So what is that thing you have that looks like a walkie-talkie?
Oh, this is actually called a StarTech. And you see it has an emblem. Feel free to zoom in, you know, like zooming in is for free. It has the emblem.
Shield.
Yeah.
Which is your WhatsApp profile picture as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yo, you know.
Oh, I was supposed to show you.
Listen.
Look at this.
Wait, can we get...
They've seen it.
Okay.
Yep.
Steve-O and them, they need to see this.
I'm going to show you.
Behind the scenes, they were calling you J. Cole, and I'm like, J. Who? So guys, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Yes.
You asked me a very good question about my gadget. Yeah, so it's called a StarTech, right? Thank you, sir. It was manufactured in 1996.
Damn.
And it's a vintage, you know what I'm saying?
And it actually works.
What you say? Steve-O, please call me, bro. Because this guy might think this is a toy phone.
It's giving Barbie.
Did it come with those colors?
Yeah. And then, you know, people might actually misunderstand me because of the colors, but hey.
No, the color is fire, though. I love the colors.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
What I say, uko na LGTV. It's ringing.
How do I pick? Okay.
Yo, Steve.
Put it on
What do you do,
speakerphone.
man?
Put it on
Yo,
speaker.
I can hear it clearly.
That is wild.
Put it on speakerphone,
then-
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so question.
You got a loudspeaker.
How do you put? Do you even put a SIM card in here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I miss
wow.
these phones because hanging up was so cool.
Dramatic? Like, get up.
That's it.
Bye.
Yeah.
I ain't got no time.
Let me show you. Like, you know, the phone rings, right? So, you know, hanging up and picking up, you know, in life, yeah, you have to have finesse.
True.
Like, you have to have charisma, you have to have swagger. So, you know, I don't even have to ask chicks for their numbers, right?
Oh, wow.
I just flip it, I'll be like,
Do the thing.
and then
You know how I think you should do it?
before you know it,
I think next time you should just put it here and do this. We always do this crazy thing because we want people
bro,
to
but
just...
now imagine with those colors, if I do that,
Ay,
bro. Umeshawahi kusikia
Utakisha LGTV, utakisha.
umeshawahi kusikia kuruka mkojo kukanyaga mavi?
Yeah.
Kuruka mkojo.
Ukakanyaga mavi.
Yes.
So he's saying ati nifanye hivi.
Ni aerial limewaka. Does the phone tell time?
Bro, it has even M-PESA, bro.
Okay.
You know, so
Prove it to me.
I was with this one shorty.
072.
Wait. I'm the guest here.
Truly.
All right? No, he's just joking. That's security. He's just joking. Guys, come on. I'm doing jokes. So, yeah. I was with this shorty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this shorty was like, is your phone real? I'm like,
Trust me, girl.
she's like, I'm like, yeah, you can call the number. She's like, what's your number? I'm like, 072-7272. She called it. And 072 is from Naleta Action.
Yeah.
Looking for my name, Nitro. She's like, you gave me the wrong number. I'm like,
You don't
Girl
listen.
back. She's too young.
what's good though?
She's too young. We're good.
Yes, man.
We're good.
It's good to see you guys,
Good to
man.
see you, man.
First and
Yeah.
foremost,
Yes.
yeah, you know, like with Prez, right? What you see is what you get. And, you know, like, I'd like to apologize for being late, right? But then it's not my fault.
So you
actually.
owe us an extra episode on
Yeah.
a different date.
No. Can I please finish Dead and Kimathi?
They already finished it.
So,
Yeah.
actually, it wasn't my fault because we came with a chopper, right? But there was no helipad up in this.
There is a
There's a helipad at
We
the
look
back.
for it, bro. You know, come on. We look for it.
So
We
you had
look for it and we look for it. So we had to go back to Wilson Airport and then get into the SUVs. And you saw the number plates, right?
Yeah.
Why are you rolling with a GK, bro?
Truly.
Like why are your number plates GK?
Can you see this?
I can see that. It's a
Yeah.
shield.
Yeah. It will feel weird asking you this question. What's my name, darling?
President.
There you go.
That's why you're rolling a GK?
I'm state property, bro.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I watched you guys' shows before and I said, okay, I think I can be safe with them. So, you know, like Steve-O, right?
Yeah.
Steve-O told me, he's like, he brought me the bulletproof vest. I was like, no, bro.
It's not necessary. Calm
It's a
down.
podcast. And actually, I went to their work. They seem like good peoples.
Yeah.
And it's 2 gents and 1 lady.
Yeah.
I'm safe.
But if it was 3 goons, I swear to God, man, I'd be like, yo, bring me.
You'd have done it on a virtual
Yo,
call.
it would have been a sausage fest.
How much money does Prezzo have on him right now?
0.
Boy, you a lie.
Yeah, for sure. You know?
You're
I
talking
have-
cash, you're talking like M-PESA.
No, I have 0 actually. I just have a rich heart, you know. I'm on 0, bro. Check it. Can I give you my number? Thank you guys. My
0727272.
yeah.
We called that number when we were kids.
I mean, I do.
Everyone called.
Yeah.
Yo, leave alone when you were kids. This shorty who saw the stat like called
Call
it.
that
She's
number,
a kid
bro.
still, but
She's too young.
No, I asked her, how old are you? She's like, well, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Just kidding,
It's all
yeah.
right, girl. It's all right.
Is it your mom or your pops? Who comes from Korea?
My mom.
Your mom comes from Korea.
Yeah, my mom is. Yeah.
Is
very-
Sibania?
Yeah.
I'm from Korea, bro.
Chaxy
Yeah,
might just
yeah.
be your cousin.
Yeah, I'm from
only-
Korea.
Okay.
The only
But
3
I've not
Koreas
seen
we
you
know.
in the Korea WhatsApp group. You know, we're such a small community.
Yeah,
We
bro.
have a WhatsApp group.
let me be honest with you. First and foremost, right?
Yeah.
I really like, you know, for me personally, right? I wouldn't add you onto a group without your consent.
Lovely.
Facts.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's called common courtesy.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I find people, man, you know, bro, I can show you my phone. You know, the best thing about me is I speak it and I back it up, you know.
Yeah.
My man, I have groups on my phone, right? The mistake I did was joining politics.
Oh.
So I have wiper. I have Jubilee. I'm like, guy, take it easy before you turn me to a Taliban. I said that, you know, and
Yeah.
anybody who's watching, right? Like, at least have the common courtesy to ask somebody. Or at least nowadays,
There's the
Yeah,
option.
you can
there's
decline.
the option of
Yeah.
can you join? Yeah.
Yeah.
And bro, guess what? I do this in my sleep. Like I'll be sleeping, right? I see a request for a group. I'm like, matter of fact, I don't even press it. like when I see it's a group, you know, I always have like a cup of water next to my bed, right? So when I see it's a group, I mean, I put it in the glass of water. You hear. I'm like, Casey Badai, man. You know, I'm gonna buy another one tomorrow.
Don't play with me like that.
You and the Twoli. Same.
Yeah, bro.
Instead of hanging up, just a pat.
Yeah, but bro, you know, I think, to be honest, I think that was a dummy phone, though.
You think so?
Because there's no way Aluya would do that on national television, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does Prezzo define showbiz? Because they say showbiz in Kenya didn't exist until Prezzo checked in.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. You know, I mean, this is it, man. What you see.
It's the fake humility for me.
And then you know, you cannot make this thing up. Like, you know, to be honest, right? Like, we have conversations, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, like, my team, the good thing about my team is, you know, when I fuck up, they tell me, hey,
They check you. Yeah.
you're fucked
you
up,
need to
you
chill
know?
out.
Not at that particular point in time. Like, my team right now, they can find us, like, in a scuffle, right? They won't come and ask, like, what's going on or what's happening. Definitely, they'll back me up. And then when we leave, and then they'll be like, yo, Prez, so what happened? I'll be like, yo, you know, I was talking to Shorty. And then little did I know Shorty was dead and came out his... And then they're like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, bro. And they're like...
You had to go down.
I mean, so we'll just call tomorrow and apologize. But they ride or die with me, you understand? So I lost my train of thoughts. What exactly
My
was
question
that?
was around showbiz.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of people say it didn't exist in Kenya, in the
Until
Kenyan
you rocked up.
industry until you checked in.
It's the truth, though.
All facts.
King of bling!
Press that thing.
Let me, I have another one. I have another one for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, like Freddie.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
Then I have another one that does not apply to you.
Show me.
Underworld,
I want to press. I want to do the press.
So, all right. So,
I'm so sorry, guys. You have to bear with me.
No rules over here.
all right. Cool. So, what do you want to press? All of them? Oh, okay. Let me take you through.
No.
So, we have this. Normally, I combine the two for the intro.
The one that- Oh, that's for...
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No.
So, the one we've never used,
Is
the
the-
brand new is
that
this
one.
one.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
That's the one we've never
That
used.
one we loaded it just for you, just for this episode.
Yeah, literally.
I have zero right now. I have zero on my
But-
account.
Hawezi kuwa na shida ya pesa kama hauna pesa.
Oh, my bad. Mic check 1, 2.
Yes, sir.
On your mark, get set, kuwa tayari kugo msiwe na wasijo mkono mi Prezzo.
Hey,
Lovely.
present with the band. Lovely. Yeah, so talking about showbiz. So what is the scene like by the time you're checking in?
So, you know, to be totally honest, like, ever since I was young, right, you know, like, for me, this show business, like music was like a passion, right? Ever since I was young, I was a short history about me, born and raised in Pumwani, raised in Islay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And ever since I was young, you know, when I was in Islay, I used to listen to a lot of like ragamuffin, you know, because that's what like my environment was give. But that wasn't my thing, you know. Like I used to listen to reggae music. That shit is depressing, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
listen.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Separation,
Yeah.
Babylon.
So-
Babylon, poverty.
Yeah. If love so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. And then the nigga has the audacity to say again, if love so... I'm like,
We had you the first time.
so you can imagine, like, you know, at this time, like, I used to, I was fresh off of high school after my O levels, right? So I started working for Makini Herbal Clinic, right? And Makini Herbal Clinic is countrywide. So we used to travel to every town, like, every day, you know, like, treating patients. And I was getting paid 5K, you know.
Per day.
Yeah, but this is like
What?
Back in the day,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
mad
Bro.
cash.
back in the day, man. Hey, all the shorties, man, trust. And don't forget, I'm a light skinned nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
Naked.
Yeah, and I got lips like Jay-Z. So so with
Kubwa.
5K, with 5K, bro.
Yeah.
Namnulia chips, Fanta.
That's 40 bob.
Wapi Wimpy.
Back in the day.
Huh?
Back in the day.
Wimpy.
Not
I'm a
Wimpy, in
Wapi.
Langata, in LGT.
Gee. Okay.
Yeah, in LGT, and so I always wanted to have that lifestyle. And even when I was doing my internship, right, I was there, but I had to be there because that's family business, right? And my mother is a widow, so I'm the firstborn. I had to do what But then even like when I used to do these trips, right, I used to have like a Walkman, right, and a biro, and then like I listened to music and everything. So when I like me and my mother, we had a understanding. She said, again, I had to sound like a broken record, but keep in mind my mother is a widow, right?
Yeah.
So she had to play the role of the father and the mother, and to a son, it's very hard. You know what I mean? So she came and found out that this guy loves music and this guy is recording music behind my back. This is before even there was a music industry, right? I used to record just to give to my boys, and we bump into it like.
How do you record that? Like you had a
A friend of mine. I lived in an estate called Masai Estate in Langata, right? And a friend of mine had a studio in his servant's quarter, right? So I used to like record like one verses. I never even used to know the formula of a song. So I do like, I just record, and then I perfected my art. Okay. So that's before even the music industry. At that time, there was no music industry at all. So every night, like I used to envision myself like rocking a crowd. And God is my witness, man. I have no reason to lie. Before I used to go to bed, like I used to sleep and I'd picture myself like on a stage with a bunch of people. I'm like, I'm calling Nigeria. You understand?
Are you on top of the bed at that point?
I'm sleeping,
in
bro.
bed.
As I get my sleep,
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm actually living proof of, like speak it, believe it, receive it, because whatever I used to envision, right, came to life. And then when I got into the music industry, oh, my bad, guys, like si rahisi kuwa rais mazee, niko na vitu nyingi jo, ma CS wanakuja kwa meeting late. Unaelewa, yani
wanachelewa meetings.
ni kama tumezoeana, yani wakati wa campaign ilikuwa wakati wa campaign, but now
Like, can
Steve
you behave?
Frank, yo.
Na taxes upunguze wacha ujinga.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to
Okay,
it.
sir. We'll get to it. I got you.
So like I envisioned this. My mom told me like, yo, finish school, and then whatever
what
you
you
want to
wanna
do,
do.
up to you. So all this were like hurdles, So when I was having those dreams, right, like when I was thinking I'm rocking a crowd, I'm like, first I have to finish with my mom's first.
Yeah.
And then I have to, there's no industry. And then I have to, but then, like, I thank God because, man, a brother was always born with swag, Like my nigga, me, when I go to bed, bro, I even sleep with throwing gang signs.
And how do you maintain that all through?
Real talk, bro.
All through the night.
All through the night?
No, check
Until
this
you fall
out.
asleep.
Check this out. It goes in sequences. I even had to put a CCTV so I can see the sequence. So it starts like this, right? And then it goes like this. And then I start creep walking. And then, but most importantly,
I want to see the footage. Otherwise, I believe
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
No. Listen. Let me give you a real instance, right?
Yeah.
So being Prez, right? I've kissed a lot of frogs, right?
It's true. A lot of them.
Yeah. So please do not ask me about my body count, right? Because I lost count when I reached 1,055. All right.
This is at what age? When you were 17?
17.5.
All right.
So, like, when I woke up, this lady was next to me and I looked at her, I was like, what's up? She's like, my God, you sleep with so much swag. As I wiped the drool off my mouth, I'm like, I know, right? And she's like, oh shit, do that again. I'm like, I already wiped it. So anyway, I'm sorry, I keep, diverting, but
It's cool.
I was passionate about this and I believed in it, and I'm a living proof of speak it, believe it, receive it. Because even when it came to me, I wasn't even ready for it. And mind you, at that time when I came into the industry, kama ulikuwa utoki ghetto, then hawezi kukubalika kama MC.
artist, okay.
Yeah. When it Barbie.
Yeah, your rap card is
You're not
definitely
relatable
revoked.
to everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they bashed me, But me ni nani, bro. Alafu, keep in mind, yellow, mellow.
Oh, it's even worse.
Doesn't make it even easier, you know.
Yeah.
But I stood my ground, though. I was like, if you're not fucking with me, I'll teach you to fuck with me. Whether you like it or not. I'm going to change that narrative. Si lazima tutoke ghetto nini. Nah, I got bashed left, right, and center, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't give up, Yellow, mellow, maze were out there, sleeping with swag and shit. Where, forget even sleepwalking, we were sea walking, sleeping. I keep it gangster, dog, and then we go back.
Around what year is this that you're getting into music?
Yeah.
It was right after the agreement that I had with my mom, finish school and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That was 2003.
Okay. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
20 years back.
So how do you get what is the first song that comes out like Kumar?
No, check this out, Denis Kimathi. Let me finish, bro. So, them niggas weren't trying to let me in, right?
Okay.
They were bashing me, unaelewa.
Yeah.
But I thank God because, like, I had a good team. Like, that's where CMB came from. So rest in peace, Feroz. Rest in peace, Oscar. Rest in peace, Opkidi. You understand? These brothers of mine, right, we came from high school together, okay? And they held me down. It's just such a shame that they didn't get to see, like, the fruits of their labor, And rest in peace to them. But these guys, like, especially Feroz, Naziz's younger brother.
That was I remember. That was like
Raidon,
your man.
died.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's so good, bro. So when we came in, because I had a good team behind me, whatever these guys were saying, like, hey, who Bobby? Feroz, Feroz was right at that. Feroz is shoot first, ask questions later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Nazizi too, the same thing. Nazizi is part of the gang. You feel me? So I had a good team behind me whereby I was like, man, if they don't want to learn, they have no choice but to let me in. Yeah. And when I got the chopper from Wilson to Carnival, right?
That was Chagualatines?
Yeah, Chagualatines. It's not my fault that I wasn't working for Insider, sweetheart. So I didn't plan, like, let the venue be at Carnival. And I didn't plan for Wilson Airport to be next to Carnival. Yeah, but I had the bank, though. I had the money.
How much did that cost?
Money talks, bullshit box. At that time, it was like 80,000.
Just to fly over a fence.
Over a fence. Literally. And even my team, Feroz, rest in peace, I never told them about it.
They found out on the day.
Yeah, like I went to Wilson Airport. I had a show, my first show actually in Nakuru, right, was today. And then Chagualatines was like, yeah. So I went to Wilson Airport with just the driver, no security, nothing, not my team, right? I went to this company. I told him, yeah, so ABC. When I told him what I wanted to do, this lady looked at me like I was loco, bro. Because there was no industry, keep in mind, okay?
Yeah.
But of course, she knew who Prezzo was, because when she saw me, man, the lips were wet.
Blinged out. And you used to get blinged out.
Yeah, bro.
Mad swag.
Come on, bro. respect a nigga who sleeps with gangsters. You know what I mean?
Swagger.
So when I went to this lady, I told her, I'm like, okay, so there's a show, ABC. I want a chopper from here to here. She's like, you do realize we charge per hour, right? I'm like,
That's why I'm here.
duh. And if I couldn't afford it, then I wouldn't be here. So she's like, she said it 3 times. Mauricio.
Idato.
Anyway, you have to shake it though.
Yeah, Idato.
Yeah. I told her, yeah. I want from. She's like, unaruka fence. I'm like, God damn it, should I speak
it
in sign
down.
language?
She's telling you,
Fence.
what was Spotify?
You have to see what the person is doing.
So you know, like when I did it, right? Like, so we came from the show from Nakuru with the team, of course, you know. And then when I paid for the whole chopper thing, is the mic close enough, bro? We're good?
It's good,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
When we came back to Nairobi, when I paid for it, they gave me like a manual. Like, you know, like when you get into the chopper.
Do this, do that.
Yeah, don't just walk out, you know, if you're a tall ass nigga, don't just, you know, there's that. So I told them I want like 10 copies of this. Because, you know, CMB were squad, you know, gang. So when we're in the Air Force One, right? That's the motive. Yeah, check Naleta Action, bro. Okay. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I gave them the manuals, right? And my brothers, right, they thought like, Prez, you know, with his humor, yeah. I'm like, no, guys, no. No, Chequi.
I'm dead.
This time we're on Bagati way. We're going to
Wilson.
Yeah. So Firoz takes the manual, he looks at it. And then he's like, Prez. I'm like, no, it's not a joke, bro. Up until we got to the airport, they were like, are you serious, bro? I'm like, yeah. They're like, umechukua chopa kuvuka fence, bro. I'm like, yeah. They didn't understand, yeah? And neither did the media or neither did my fans. But, you know, my point went home. Because, you know, right after that incident, Pulse magazine, they mocked me. They were like, yeah, Prezzo took a chopper over the fence. You know what I mean? But they didn't know that I'm actually the Nkima thing in this music industry.
Yep.
Yeah, so, you know, there's nothing anybody can tell me because they mocked me at that time. But you see that chopper thing? We're here, right?
Yeah.
What episode are you guys on again?
86.
80 motherfucking 6.
86.
And we're talking about an incident that happened in 2004.
Yeah.
Did that
So
change
now-
the game for you?
Not for me.
The whole game.
I don't know
them.
the whole game, but I mean, for you personally, what happens after that?
Oh, yeah,
The
for
publicity.
me. No, first, to be totally honest, when they were mocking me,
Yeah.
you know, I'm only a human, man. My heart is made of flesh, right? And keep in mind, I was still young at that time. And, you know, this whole showbiz thing, like I was showing my goons, like, the way forward, you know, like, I had nobody to look up to, right? So when they were mocking me, I felt like, hey, God damn, you know. But then, you know, like, my God is a living God. And thanks to my mother, you know, my mother always prays for me. And, you know, like, the mockery, right? I had the last laugh, bro. Like, I'm laughing straight to the bank with this. Because, you know, ask me why, darling.
Why?
Because before you called me for a show, right? You saw me pulling in a chopper, right?
Yeah. So the
You know,
You have to bring the
first
bank.
impression always counts. You know, to make money, you have to look like money. If I'm coming to you and I need money from you, I have to look like money, right? So the stakes raised up, man. These guys were calling me. They're like, "Where's the starter?"
You have it.
They're like, "Hello, please." I'm like, "I can hear you." They're like, "Hello, please." Am I talking to Prezzo, please? I'm like, "I can hear you. Please, we're calling from Mamba, Mombasa. Yeah, utatufanyia ngapi?" And I talked to Firoz. But, you know, I raised the stakes. You understand? Like, again, to make money, you have to look like money.
money,
I paid 80K for that chopper ride, right? Across the fence, right? But you know how much more I made off of that?
Yeah.
A lot.
Quadruple, man.
Yikes.
Super. You were on everyone's lips and every girl's lips.
Of course.
Literally.
1055. 1055 was a
Literally,
proper
yo,
ride.
you know, for a second, right? I even forgot my name because all the ladies were calling me handsome. I'm like, hi, I'm here. They're like, no, not you, Alejandro. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, but you know, like it changed the game, and you know, like I also showed my peers that don't sell yourself for short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't build this industry self-handedly, single-handedly. Like I want to give up to the late Asir, K-Rap, you know, Nameless, Waire, Necessary Noise. And there's so many to mention, but, you know, Nonini, of course, you know, Juakali, Clermont, yeah. Yeah, you know. But, you know, from there henceforth is when, you know, artists used to go for shows, right, in Eldoret, in a bus, man. But
True.
CMB,
Yeah, Joker.
Joker was here and told us that.
I'm like, don't shoot, I'm not lying.
I never lied in my life.
Yeah, why would I lie?
Yeah.
Even when I lie. I never lie. Even when I lie. It's true, and I'm glad, you know, like, you guys can share this story. So, they used to go by bus, my nigga. And me, you know, I was like, hell no.
Soft baby.
Soft life lazima.
Yeah, soft life, bro. You know? And we changed the narrative, you know, because I would vibe with my peers and tell them, yo, there's no way we can build this if it's just me, because I don't want to just benefit myself, you know. Keep in mind, me, Juakali Nonini, we have a song called Vile Tafanya, right? You understand? So these were my peoples, bro. Me, if I ride with you, I'll ride with you to the fullest, bro. And if I don't like you, I'll tell
That's
you.
that.
I don't, And you know, I came to realize the new word for charisma is crazy.
Very true.
Because people think,
Prezzo is crazy.
don't talk about lips,
Our charisma
bro.
seems crazy.
Super.
But it changed the narrative. And, you know, before you knew it, like, everybody stood their ground because supply and demand was there.
Yeah. Curious to know, like, did your mom comment on this helicopter incident?
Of course, my mom is my number one fan, bro. I won't lie to you. Like, you know, I really big up my mother because she's Tanzanian, right? My father was Kikuyu. So when my pops passed away, they were trying, like, you know, mahari. And when my pops passed away, I was 13 years old, right? So my mother felt helpless because she's Tanzanian. And I had her one time talking to her mother, right? I was 13, right? So she was talking to her mom and she said, unajua hao, wananyanyasa, wana hivi na hivi. So my grandmother told my mom, I was on the door, bro, in Langata, hiyo Masai that I'm telling you about. I heard my mom saying, yeah, mi nataka tu nipack virago alafu. And then my grandmother was telling my mom, like, yeah, just allow it, just come back home. And then I did the math, right? I said 1 + 1 is not 11, it's 2. Yeah, I'm Kikuyu, right? My name is Jackson Ngechu Kimodo Makini, right? I stood my mom's ground, bro. Me and that lady, we come a long way. And I remember one instance whereby my grandmother, there was no electricity in my shags. I come from a place called Wanjohi. Now my dad's side. Forget Iya Kwetu Mura. You understand? So my grandmother came with a truck and she packed it like in reverse, you know. There was no electricity in our shags, but she wanted to pick up the, these youngins would know about it. It's called a VHS. You know, with the tapes,
The
right?
tape.
The TV, and you understand? So this thing didn't make sense to me. And I remember I stood in front of that gate, right? Of course, you know, there was a padlock. And the gate, you can see through, right?
Yeah.
I was like, "Hakuna pali mnaingia." I was 13 years old, bro. I hadn't even broken my voice. I'm like, "Hakuna pali mnaingia." So my uncles are looking at me like, yo, But as long as I see that padlock there, I'm like, umbwa nyinyi. My nigga, it forced me to grow up way before my time.
That's crazy.
You feel me? And I protected my mother. And you know, like, when I gave my mother that support, right? She changed her mind about, like, vacating. But my mother was ready to pack and leave. Yeah. But thank God because, you know, God brought us this far. And that's why, you know, my nigga, let me not lie to you, right? Like me, yeah, I'm a nice guy, you know. I'm a humble guy. But you know, like...
humble, but it's fine. We'll believe you for now.
Stories ile ngoma joka ya Major nendaje. Ati stories, Steve, how does that song go?
Which one?
Ile utawezana. Stories za nini? Kwanza weka kando.
Stories of Java.
No.
Not the one.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
But that's your brand, but it's not the one.
No. Ile utawezana.
Stories za
Okay,
Java.
utawezana.
It's Imagine for me one.
Nikikupea
Yeah.
utawezana.
Nikikupea utawezana.
Yeah, but there's a part where he said that when I'm humble, at least stories are humble. Kwanza weka
Kando,
mbali.
yes.
Yes, got you.
Yeah, so me and him humble, but you know, there's certain lines that you cross, right? I told you before, and I hate to sound like a broken record. If I tell you I'd rather die with you, my nigga, I'm a rather die with you, bro. My team behind me can affirm to that. You know
I
what I mean?
respect that.
Yeah, 100%. These people behind me, man, will go years back. Yeah. It's not just anybody. And that's why, you know, I was hoping, CHEQUE, there's a part of suggestion box. So, you know, I have a suggestion for the helipad, bro. I really need a helipad, bro. and your podcast, right?
Yeah.
Where it's at, like, if it was in New York, we'd be in Manhattan right about now.
Babe.
Yeah.
You'd come from the top.
bro.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
Where's the lie?
I guess.
You're just talking about money and showbiz, right? So talk to me, and this reminds me, because there's a story of Floyd Mayweather, when he was Pretty Floyd, and how the money game changed for him when he became Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
So you with Cash Money Brothers.
Yeah.
So for the showbiz industry, talk to me about building a brand around money and flamboyance. Because you said to get money, you have to look like money.
You have to. And, you know, again, right, let's walk through this journey together, okay? Before, like, if you came Kaweni Barbie, you wouldn't be accepted as a rap artist.
Truly.
You have to be gangster, you know?
to the bone.
Like, so, you know, like, I actually thought about it in the beginning because I really loved rap, right? And I grew up listening to Tupac, you know, Dr. Dre.
Biggie.
Yeah. How did you know?
Boy, don't play with me.
Press that thing.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
Unaelewa? So I tried actually one time saying ati nimeamka asubuhi nasikia njaa sija kunywa chai. So you know, when I was looking in the mirror, I'm like nimeamka asubuhi sina njaa. I'm like, hey, where's the cap? Why are you capping? I was like, fuck me, I'm in the CMB Prezzo. Yeah, mikwanja kwa wingi, they're hanging out my anus.
Whoa.
Hizi lyrics gave me some true story never roll. Nilihaya chopa kutoka Wilson paka Carnival. For that distance, nililipa 80,000 chapa za show mi utumia kulot credo.
Yes.
Platinum kwenye grills, carats ni 24. Same carats kwenye wrist, kwenye shingo. Na ni mwingine si mwingine bali ni Prezzo. Jina kubwa tafadhali, act like you know. I'm young, rich, Kenyan and famous. Mikwanja kwa wingi, they're hanging out my anus. But then with a name like CMB, how can you blame us? Mina zipeleka bang, kuki zipeleka bang.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
That's fire.
You understand?
That last line. We're not just gonna skim through it.
Let's not act like you just didn't say that, okay?
Break it down.
It's the truth. But you know, like at the end of the day, right? If you're passionate about what you're doing and you believe in yourself, right? You make impossible possible. So these niggas had no choice but to F with me.
Respect the president.
Yeah. And you see, like, the power of the name, right? See, Prez, right? I swear to God, like, make sure you guys keep this, you know, like, and I told you the new word for charisma is crazy. So, you know, this Prezzo name, right? The power of the tongue, right? One day, maybe.
One day, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Super. Me, I want to ask, like you said, after your, what do I call them? Like the publicity gimmicks, the price went up. So how does your red card look like before and after?
Just around
all the
that
choppers
time.
and all the.
Because also
shit,
you're saying the industry is not even there.
An
So I'm
industry,
assuming
barely.
it's a struggle also just
Yeah,
getting people to pay whatever
we
you
left
feel
them no
themselves.
choice. Because, like I said, supply and demand, If the demand is there, then, because normally you'd find like shady promoters who want a 5-star, a 5-course meal with some Kool-Aid, some quencher,
Truly.
and, and they want a 5-course meal. It's impossible, yeah, with some Kool-Aid and some treetop and... Oh, you guys wouldn't understand about treetop. Like, okay, so guys, thank you for coming to our YouTube channel. Treetop is when you're sick, back in the day. We used to go with treetop, but
That's
it
the
raised...
T-Trop now, I think, no?
It
In the
raised...
stores?
Treetop was pulled off the shelves.
I don't think it's there anymore.
Yeah.
They didn't come out to come on you. Let them
Yeah,
Right,
he just
don't
came
go-
back.
Just don't go to the
Yeah.
He's
grocery
catching
stores
on.
much, yeah,
Is
no,
it true
no,
that
no.
women used to use it for abortions? That was cap.
What?
I didn't know that.
he's just joking. He's just joking.
For real, I put someone Google it and then we say.
What?
Yeah, but
Google it. That's-
what? Please remind me my train of thoughts.
Red cards
The
and
rate
how
cards.
money
Just
is-
before, around that
Rate
time.
card.
Yeah,
Before
the
and
rate
after.
card went up, because, like, to make money, you have to look like money. So we left these guys no choice because supply, demand.
What do the numbers look like? Like a rough figure.
They hiked up. To be honest, like when my first shows, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I say this with all due respect, Big Ted, yeah.
Out I end in New York.
I ain't trying to go to New York, my nigga. I'll come back to that story. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
to answer,
we have a New York story.
yeah, bro. So my first shows, right? To make money, you have to spend money. So my sense of spending money was, I was being told by these guys who were around me, they're like, you're still new, right? So you have to, trust in the process. But then, when they take my picture to the corporates, right? I'm rocking jewelry. I was a sellable brand, So whatever price they were giving them, they had to,
Hike yours.
chip in. But then they would come back to me and tell me, like, because you're beginning, we're badoni, mono. So you have to build up your name.
Yeah.
But me, I thank God because, I'm not an A student, but I thank God because God blessed me with common sense.
Yeah.
So I realized the game that they were playing with me, right? And I went with the flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Firoz was like, no, I told Firoz, I'm like, nah, chill,
forget
bro.
that.
Yeah.
Chill. Just watch these guys' moves. Like whatever they do, just study them, And then after 2, 3, 4, 5 shows, we let go of those people because I want to go to New York. My president is black. My alarm blaster. Yeah. And I'll be goddamn with the quarters too.
Nice.
I'm too nice. Nice.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
That's the only effect we're using for the rest of the show. Whole show.
So, I told Firoz, I'm like, play along, check on a kipofu. And then we wanted to study their movement so we can hold our own.
Yeah.
And then we started like, after 5 shows, Zakupigwa Bafu Chafu, which we humbly took
I
it.
mean, you can't do nothing.
Sinu wa humble,
So
bro.
Bafu Chafu ni how much praise for in 2 or 3?
No, Bafu Chafu is 40, bro. No.
Oh damn.
0.
Damn.
Bafu Chafu is 0. 5, 10 shows.
So just building the name, just getting the music out there.
Yeah, and getting my team to understand the ropes
How the
of...
game works.
Yeah. The grind.
And you're showing up like the president still. You have your SUVs.
Bro, I was paying for my everything.
You're a rider.
No.
Hospitality, technical rider. You're showing up with your own sound.
Bro, literally.
Shit.
Literally, and I never got tired, but I thank God because it actually came to pay. Because even when we told this team, right? Because I want to go to New York, but when we told this team, like, okay, adios, and we are out, like, you know, we didn't burn no bridges. So to answer your question, I'm sorry, I just have to walk you through the whole thing.
Which I like.
Yeah,
It's very
so the
intricate.
first paycheck that we received at CMB was 40K plus flight, accommodation. You know, CMB used to chill in White Sands, bro. The others used to chill like in a lodging, bro. And
What?
I was like, man, it doesn't go right with me. Yeah. Honestly, you know, anybody will tell you, and it's not because of anything. I'm not selfish, but I believed in this industry to the extent whereby I knew that one tree does not make a forest. True. And I knew that for me to make an impact, I need to, like, you know, have my people with me. When we did the Vileta Fanya song with Juakali, Nonini, produced by Clermont, sponsored by White Rose, you know, the laundry.
Yes.
The
They're
white-
still around, by the way.
Oh,
They're still around,
it's just a mosquito. No, it's just a mosquito. Don't worry, it's a mosquito. It's fine. Yeah, you know, the security details is on point. Like a full stop.
Secret Service member Cheze Chini.
Yeah. So, you know,
Are you lighting the cigar at any point?
no, I'm going to do that on my own free will, bro.
Okay.
I'm a guest in your house.
I love that.
This is the
Feel at
time
home.
where
Feel at home, yeah.
you,
Feel
at home.
You take care of me.
Yes, I feel at home.
You know, you touch my cheeks and, you know.
Oh, Jackson. feel at home.
So, you know, like, I had the best interests of everybody at heart, you know. I did a song with Calif Records. My Fans was my second record after Naleta Action and Let's Get Down, right? My Fans was a blood clot hit, bro. And shout out to Clermont, because Clermont, right? When you see Clermont, right? You wouldn't think he's the one who drops
Behind
this
all that
hits.
swag.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Is my sound good? You won't know because he doesn't look it. You know, Clermont looks like an accountant, bro.
It does actually.
Or a clerk, you know?
It looks like he opens Excel.
Yeah, but so
Not Fruity Loops.
Some nut. He looks like an IT dude.
yeah, you know, I still
A
want
coder, something.
It looks like someone you give your laptop and he may hang.
Bus.
And then he drops a Grammy record on it.
It's true.
This is not a bad feel.
It's true.
Hey,
Check this out.
He's definitely not giving
The guy you give a laptop to in hand.
Clermont, super.
Sorry.
Check it.
Nafinya backspace in a space.
Check it, bro.
So good banter.
So, you know, like this guy, right? This guy is a genius. You know why? Because when I went to him, I had that my fans, me and Nawa in my mind, right? So when I went to Clermont, I told Clermont, I'm like, yo, I have this song. Because when I released Naleta Action and Let's Get Down, the response was amazing. Yeah. Oh, don't forget the jumping over the fence with the chopper.
Killer.
Yeah.
Around the same time.
I wish I would have just pulled out my strap and just peed on it.
Not allowed.
Champagne showers.
No.
Unajua hapo watoto wa inside wote ni minors.
Exactly. High school kids.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champagne showers, proper.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's raining. No.
Oh, you're talking about
Firoz, no way.
You don't start being on guys from the chopper, bro.
Yeah.
Let me take this side, you take that side, and Firoz will be down. Like sour, bro. You know?
Yeah.
So, goddamn, man, yeah.
No, it's fine.
What was I talking about, bro?
You're talking
So
about
you get-
Clermont
yeah,
with
go to Clermont
with
for
the
fans.
fans.
Yeah.
So
And then
Clermont-
New York. South.
I got it. So, you know, Clermont, right? He doesn't look the part at all. I heard, like, you know, music from Calif Records before, like, you know, Manzo Nairobi.
Yeah.
And you know that Machali Leon. When I came in and saw Clermont, I was like, I'm not here to see you.
I'm looking for your boss.
I'm looking for the producer.
Oh, wow.
I'm asking Nonini, I'm like, producer, you call? Clermont, take it.
Oh,
Vile sunglasses.
Take it.
glasses.
Then he told me, he's like, nipatie idea yako. Then I was like, okay. Because, I was still new to this, right?
Yeah.
Then he told me, nipatie idea. And keep in mind, we're recording in a living room in Calif, California, right? Then I was like, my fans, me now up in the wall. Now up in the wall.
Whoa, take.
No. Yeah, so I laid the whole thing down, right? And then Clem was like, Cheeky.
It's very passionate for me. It's crazy.
So, my bad.
Oh, Lord
So
God.
Clem was like,
No, you did not pull out the glasses.
yeah. Clem was like, Cheeky. Cheeky, come kesho kutwa. So I'm like, kesho kutwa is like, wait, come kesho kutwa. Especially vocals. Hey, I'm looking at Firoz, I'm like, are we safe?
Yeah.
Firoz like, I guess so. I mean, yeye ndio alifanya mwanzi wa Nairobi.
So,
mwanzi
yeah,
wa-
that's the guy.
Yeah. Like, cheki, si mkwe poa. The next time, right?
Yeah.
I came to the studio to listen to the track, bro. I couldn't believe it, man.
Like, you're the one. You sure the one who did
No.
this?
I told Firoz, I'm like, Undo Clemo, sindio? He built that song from scratch, and that's a genius, You have to give props where it's due.
Really?
Clemo and Musyoka,
Yeah.
man, those are one of the best producers out there. Yeah.
Really?
So I had to fight for these guys because I already had an interaction with them. And I was feeling like, you can't be sold for cheap, Like, you're taking coast bus to go to Mombasa. And then us guys will fly, in 45 minutes we're there. We're like hosted in a good hotel, 5-star hotel. And then you guys just put palipopote vivi. Unaelewa? So anybody who's real and anybody who's genuine will appreciate the effort that CMB put into the industry.
Yeah, true.
And if it was lying, like, I thank you guys for the fact that you said Joe Kali mentioned something like that before.
Yeah.
He spoke about doing shows in Eldoret via bus, accommodation not even paid for.
See Wongo, bro.
I'm a promoter na watoka asubuhi.
Promoter, shady promoter mazee ameingia mitini jo. Another guy who really took us for a ride. And I don't mean it's in a bad way. I just want to bring people up to speed with the industry.
Yeah.
Is one called Bebe Cool. Bebe Cool is my brother.
Uganda?
Yeah. Hey, but Bebe Cool, man, it's like, he used to use some magic powers, bro. Because Bebe Cool will chase you the first time.
I still do it the second time.
And yeah, the first time, we sit down, me, Nas, Wire, they're probably gonna hate me for this, but man, that's water under the bridge, right? And we sit down, and Naziz is a sister to me. We'll be like, they're gassing each other up. We're like, me walai sis, me sifanyi show na umchizi tena. And then she's like, ata me bro, ata mimi.
Forget it.
Next week, Baby Cole is on the phone. Hello. I was, how is it going in Nairobi? I'm like, it is going fine. How are you? Even I changed my accent. I'm like, oh shit, get yourself together. I'm like, yeah, what you saying, bro? He's like, oh, we are fine in Champara. We were just saying we are having a show. I'm like, Can you give us are you free on the 2060? I'm like, 2060, let me check my calendar. 2060, Firoz, are we free on the 2060?
We are available.
Yes, we're available, Sebo. Imagine, bro, for the second time, bro. And then bado anatuosha, bro.
Alikuwa na
That is
washaje.
wild.
You guys used
Like
to
he
go.
doesn't pay you, or what's
fly
the
over?
situation?
Yeah,
like?
he doesn't pay us. And Baby Cole, I mean this with all due respect. I just have to bring people up to speed. And maybe he was also going through some other shit, Maybe the promoters who were not coming through. But bro, if you give me your word, right, you even call me Sebo.
Yeah,
I'm like,
truly.
he even called me
That's the
Sebo.
picture of brotherhood. Like,
The next day, right, after the show, he's like, don't worry, you have the presidential sweetie. I'm like, presidential sweetie, are those Pere Mendes? It's a presidential suite. So, thank God for Firoz. I'm like, what does he mean, sweet? He's like, Namanisha presidential suit. I'm like, I have it. Okay. Umurunji. I don't even know if I plugged it in right, but hey. The next day after the show, he's like, I will pay you guys after this. We are going to kill it. We are going to murder them. I'm like, Firoz, did you see how he said with that emphasis, we're going to murder them?
We got to bring
pay
it.
us, bro. The next day, hey, he's nowhere to be reached, man.
Oh, wow.
And then, their cell phone system is not like ours,
Yeah.
You don't hear Samahani, mteja wa nambari uliyopiga hapa. You hear Umurunji, Urabeji.
You're lying.
The numbers are sure calling you.
At what point do you decide to just come back to Kenya? Do you stay an extra day waiting for
Wait,
him?
yeah.
Because there's no M-PESA back then, I'm guessing.
The first time, don't forget, I'm Msape. The first time, I told Firoz, I'm like, we're not going nowhere. We're staying here. And matter of fact, let's run the bill for the room service. Umurunji, your bill is going to 60,000. So the next day, reality checked in. I said, hey, hapa tunafikiri tunamkomesha yeye. But in reality, because we cannot reach him, the
bill is on you now.
Yeah, bro. So and keep in mind, like Kampala, right? The airport is in Entebbe. It's like a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
So that whole 40-minute, bro, me and Firoz were like, kukuzi menyeshiwa, bro. When we're coming in, we're like, yes, throwing gang signs. When we're walking back in there, like, did you enjoy your stay? We're like, hey.
You don't want to know.
What do you mean we enjoyed? Where is Museveni when we need him? From 1986, he's been in power, but these people.
And this is the second time he's playing you.
Nigga, he didn't play like 6 times, bro. That's why.
Whoa!
Wow, that's crazy.
How charming is he?
You are the fool.
Yeah,
Bebe cool.
Another one.
Na Said tutaanza kumuita bebe not cool.
Yeah, at all.
No, but at the end of the day, right? Yo, listen, that's what memories are made of. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I got love and respect for the brother. And, again, with the same breath, maybe, kutekelezewa by his,
so communication, si angewambia tu.
Lakini, bro,
left.
6 times, bro.
Hey,
you're the fool.
Next day, you come Teja, and then 2 weeks later, you see on the tabloids. No, or you see on the tabloids, Baby Cool buys a new hammer. Yellow in color, to be precise, bro. Niko na meza mate ipiti, bro.
Damn. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Do you mind if I ask my manager to...
Refill.
Yeah.
Can I get some more apple juice, please?
Yes. some more strungi for the guy.
Merci.
So, right before we jump into the New York story, right?
Yeah.
So, Prezzo and Jaguar. Firstly, I'm happy you guys squashed it.
Yeah.
But then, what was the beef about, bro? Like,
okay. You want me to lie to you or be honest with you?
be honest, man.
So, what happened was Ogopa, right?
Yeah.
Jaguar was doing his thing, right? So, from my intel, they had a meeting in Ogopa, right? And they told Jaguar, like, hey, isn't Ngoma unatoa mazee azipenyi vile zinafaa, unaelewa? And I was really trying because Jaguar used to do ragamuffin before.
Yeah, I remember those jams.
So, when it didn't work, right? They, of course, because it's a business, and don't get me wrong, competition is healthy. So they said, like, yo, what you need to do is rap this guy. Because, bro, me, nikuwa nikishuta, bro, I make headlines, bro. Prezzo alishuta Kimathi Street. And hata hiyo mshuto yangu ilikuwa ile inaitwa Yusufu. Unajua ile Yusufu?
Silence.
Yusuf. Lakini Smitten was there. He's like, I wish I would capture the smell.
It must be known.
So they had a board meeting, man, because of yours truly. And they said, you attack this guy so you can attract clout along your way. Because truth be told, right? You asked me what the beef is about. I never slept with Jaguar's woman before. I never had Jaguar's debt. si ati deni nilikuwa nayo sikumlipa. Like, you know,
I
we...
didn't start no
There was no
problems with
beef.
you.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah, and even later on he came and told me, so don't you any entertainment,
Showbiz.
ni showbiz.
But wange kurope in early stages.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what...
And then it drags for all these years.
That's what I said. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, everything happens for a reason. And, you know, this is what we had to do to make the industry interesting. You see, so the best part is, like, when you ask me, like, what was your beef with Jaguar? Like, there was no beef, bro. But then for the industry, right, it added a
Makes
couple
sense.
of weight.
was
Yeah.
showbiz, yeah.
So later on, you know, like, they reached out to me. Like, yo, you know, let's do this collaboration and everything. I'm like, bro, if you wanted a collab, you should have just told me from
From
the
the
word.
jump, yeah.
No,
Did
I'm
you have
kidding.
to act it out?
I'm kidding.
It was genuine.
Yeah, but, you know, yeah, so for the industry, it was actually fruitful.
Okay.
But there was no beef between me and him, and you can ask him.
Yeah.
So,
You know.
But in public, you had to make it look like it, like so.
It was a
No,
whole
for
thing.
me, in the beginning.
There's your apple juice.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I told you, see, you need to have a team like mine.
We do. They just left.
It's a mosquito.
There's a mosquito.
Yeah, so, you know, like, for me, I took it in the wrong way because we're in the same industry,
Why
right?
you coming
So
at me?
if we come on Kipindi, right? Let's sit down and then
Discuss it.
discuss it, behind scenes, you know?
Yeah.
And then when we do it, we'll actually do it with
a
even that
proper-
umph, yeah. But then for me to just see it, like, Eve D'Souza called me and told me, yeah, you took jobs from Jaguar. I'm like,
What?
what are you talking about? Like, the only Jaguar I know is the car
There's a car.
and the animal. She's like, you're so
Yeah, I
funny.
remember that.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, I mean, me and old boy, we have no beef, so why, you know, I took that as disrespect, you know?
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, when I learned, like, you know, mano, you know, as a man, I need to show you respect.
Yeah.
And vice versa, you know, respect is a two-way traffic. So for me, at that point in time, I felt like it was disrespectful. But then later on, you know, like, you know, when I came to realize and look at things from a different perspective, I was like, all right, cool. Even when we linked up, we never even spoke about, like, hey bro, unajua hizo mazeni kukosea. No, like, we're
It's
like,
just whatever.
hiyo ngoma ni, and then we did it, you
It
know.
happened.
So I'm like, so beef ilikuwa kuhusu nini exactly? Unajua. But for the industry, it was good.
Interesting.
So at this time when you're working with guys like TID, AY, does that open your music to the Tanzanian audience? Because they definitely open Tanzanian women to your
Of course.
Tuna record. Tuna record.
Say that again.
Amesema,
You passed me, sorry.
Pardon?
amesema it definitely opened
Open a lot of
Tanzanian
women
women
to your dick.
Oh,
Of course.
bro, that was even before Prezzo.
Oh,
bro.
damn.
In high school, bro. I was that guy, bro. Ask anybody who knows me.
Jesus Christ.
But moving along swiftly. Yeah, so it opened up doors for me in the sense that, you know, I'll give you an interesting story. So there was East Africa TV, right? And then AY, Monefe, they had this team called East Coast, right? So I used to fuck with them heavy. Don't mind, I watched your shows before, so I know I can cuss, you know.
Yeah.
Unapologetically, fuck. So I used to watch East Africa TV, right? And I used to see AY and, you know, like the East Coast group, right? So AY one day he called me out of the blues. And he's like, yeah, bro, mambo. I'm like, fresh nani? He's like, ni AY, bro. Kambia AY. I kambia AY, East Coast. I'm like, oh, AY, VP, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody introduced us. How he got my number, I don't know, you know. But then he told me,
Kwa ngoma.
2727.
yeah, lakini hiyo sikuwa nimeweka country code. So we go plus 256. So he called me, and when he called me, you know, we've never met before. But then because, you know, like, I used to see his music with the East Coast. That time he wasn't independent, like he wasn't a solo artist, right?
Yeah.
So I used to fuck with Monefe, the whole East Coast, right? And he told me, he's like, Commander, mi nakuja Nairobi. I'd like us to link up, nini. We've never met, nobody introduced us, but because of that, that's why they say music is a universal language.
Yes.
True.
I told AY, right? I'm like, I ain't a pressure, bro. Let me know
When you
the
land.
time and where.
Yeah.
And I picked him up, I had an option to take him like to a hotel.
Yeah.
But because like my mother's Tanzanian, right? And Tanzanians want ile hospitality.
True.
So my mother also was a fan of
AY's
AY
music.
and yeah.
The whole thing.
So I told AY, I'm like, pull up, come to the yard. Yeah, so just give me 2 minutes of your time. This is very interesting, trust me. Any content.
Let me buckle up.
We ready.
So AY comes to the house, right? Yeah. Atujui, you want some apple juice?
I'm easy, thank you, bro.
You want some kahawa?
Kahawa after.
So AY pulls up, right? And he doesn't know us. So to go up with CMB, me, Mariam, Firoz, forgive me, man, I'll keep mentioning his name.
No,
okay.
bro,
That's
okay.
not only for like
That's blood.
So me and CMB were built different, right? AY was there on a mission. Us guys were in the comfort of our own crib, right? So we're chilling. When AY came, we welcomed him with open arms. We ate and everything. Us guys have been partying like rock stars since day uno. Okay? So AY is looking at us, right? We're there, bro. We're drinking. So AY is like, bro, unakumbuka ile studio session ni kesho saa 7.
Go slow.
He wants you to be fresh.
We're chilling by the pool, right?
Yeah.
So AY is looking at me, Firoz, and the whole team and the movement.
Yeah.
When he looks at the team, everybody, there's no one who's telling the team, like, hey, there's a session tomorrow. So AY is like,
Calm down.
bro,
It's just sherehe.
Relax.
bro, unakumbuka kesho kuna ile. You know how Tanzanians
Yeah.
know.
Ile shughuli
Brother,
lazima tuipige.
Kaka, unajua naomba tafadhali, unajua ile session yetu ni kesho saa 6.
No,
I'm like,
na utaratibu.
hakuna wasiwasi bro.
Unachapa
Short. Kidogo mazee, kabla hata amalize hiyo sentence yake, Firoz ameshanitupia ile something ingine ile.
Yo.
I'm like, yeah bro, unajua usitie shaka. Anyway, was like, there's nothing happening.
This is done.
And like he was asking me, umeshaandika
Mistari.
Nothing yet.
Nothing, bro. So AY was panicking because he's used fare to come to Nairobi, and he had a mission.
He's on a schedule.
He's on a schedule.
Yeah.
Us, we're the spoiled,
Yeah.
We're just rock stars. Then how does that pan out?
So whenever he'd come to me, because he was a guest at my house and I took him as a brother, if I didn't respect him, I wouldn't invite him in my space.
Yeah.
So I told him, I'm like, Commander, stay shaka, bro. But the body language, right?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, the body language was telling me something different. It's like, sour, bro.
Yeah.
Nambia, bro, I even
As
gave
in,
him the
calm
grip,
down.
Yeah, I
I
got
gave
you.
him, the grip,
Yeah.
There's that grip where kana nikichoma saizi, atanishika na grip
you're like,
flani.
bruh,
Yeah.
chill.
Without even telling me, chill. That
You
grip
know
will
the
just
grip.
tell
It
me.
says
Yeah.
everything.
It's a bro code,
Yeah.
That's what he was like, hey, lakini Commander, I'm like, ay. But then, long story short, right?
Yeah.
The next day, he was still skeptical. But the next day, I called Musyoka. We met at Homeboys. We recorded the song. I wrote my verse like in the studio, He laid his vocals and everything. I still hadn't written anything. So,
What? Yeah, kiimba huko hapa.
Akimba me, I'm bumping to it. Yeah, so he came with the concept of nipe nikupe, ratu pate. Yeah. So when I was listening to his part as it was, because how the session goes.
Yeah.
You do take 1, take 2.
Yeah.
The producer tells you, give me the harmonies.
Yeah.
So my verse starts like with nipe nikupe na ratu pate. Because of that nipe nikupe, ratu. So I picked it from there, And then I wrote my verse like in the studio, in the session. So once I recorded the verse and everything, and he was satisfied with everything, we got to the car, right? And then he told me,
Bro, people on there.
no, he told me, hey, lakini mwanangu, nisikudanganye mwanangu. Unajua jana, niko nakuuliza session vipi? Unaniambia namuona Firoza nakuletea drink. Bro, niko najua hapa hakuna kitu.
Niko najua amechoma fare.
Alikuwa najua Isa ni bina nani, unaelewa? He's like, but you know, he said it with so much joy and relief because his mission was accomplished. And again, you know, alikuwa na po nyumbani. So ever since that day, me and AY have been like Chanda na Pete. You feel me? Yeah.
Is the story about you going to Tanzania? There's a song that you recorded in, was it Dar ama Arusha?
Yeah.
And then you had it playing before you, in Dar. Is it the same?
Yeah.
I don't know, I've seen that in an interview. You recorded a song?
Yeah. It's called, the Let's Get Down one.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going for P-Funk Majani because P-Funk was the in thing at that time. P-Funk actually brought up bongo flavor single-handedly, right? So when I spoke to Nazizi, I told Nazizi, you know, ask us to go watu wa mkono wa necessary noise, like voluntarily, you know, like we used to take, because Nazizi is sister-in, right?
Yeah.
So we're the ones who used to, like, you know, when the show is over, we unplug the wires and then we roll them. We're like, hello, necessary noise are going on stage. Our own radio calls, you know, willingly. And Nazizi is a sister and Wire is a brother.
Yeah.
And so is Bamzi. So I told Nazizi, I'm like, yo, I really want to do a song with you. And she said, bro, but you know me, I'm going to be in Dar es Salaam. I said, cool. So if it's in Dar es Salaam, then we work with P-Funk. If it's in Nairobi, if it's in Kenya, we work with Ted Josiah, you know, because those were the big brands at that time.
Yeah.
So when we went to P-Funk, you know, hey, bro, P-Funk, you know, like, he wasn't answering the call. We went straight to his gate, you know. When we got to his gate, there was like a lineup of artists.
Damn.
Right? Like, trying to record and everything. But me, I felt like I had the upper hand because I had Nazizi with me. And Nazizi had worked with P-Funk before. So I felt like, you know, that's my get out of jail free card, yeah. So Naz was like, Mwambie mazee ni Nazizi. Jamaa mazee, he turned us down. And then Firoz, you know, like, man, I love Firoz, man. Rest in peace. He found this other producer who was a white guy. So me, you know, when I was in that flight, you know, even when the lady was saying, you know, your life jacket's me, in my mind, I was like, P-Funk. She like, in case of emergency, the air, I'm like, P-Funk. P-Funk. That's what I instilled in my mind, you know. So my expectations led to disappointments. But then, you know, it's living proof that one door closes, then another one opens. Because the guy who did Let's Get Down is a Mzungu guy who I doubted in the beginning. But then the guy made me a blood clot hit, man. I'm still making money up till this day off of that song.
Yeah.
That's why them ladies call me handsome. I even forgot my name. A nigga is in his 40s and he doesn't even look it.
So is it true that the white guy also spoke Swahili? So
yeah, my
you
nigga.
asked Feroz, whom send her to produce him?
Yeah, bro. No cap, you know. And then, you know, I swear to God,
What's
that's when
name?
he's called Mika Mwamba. Yeah. He was wearing shorts, khaki shorts. I remember it like it was yesterday. Khaki shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt, right? The collar like was running. Yeah. So when I looked at the guy, I told Firoz, you know, me, without thinking, right? I told Firoz, I'm like, bro, unawakika mchizi atatekeleza. So Firoz is finyang his macho. I'm like, mbona unanikonyeza bro? Usinikonyeze bro. Kumbe the guy is like,
understands everything.
Mwanangu ustie shaka. I was like, see wewe, guten Tag. Ich liebe dich. Ich habe I had to bite the humble pie.
he makes the song, and then you guys come the next day. You overhear it from outside, and you get mad excited. Did you know it was your song when you did?
Yeah, bro, like, you know, that excitement, right? I cannot even put it into words, you know, because I was like, man, yo, and that's like the studio, like, it was a split level duplex. So kulikuwa na chini na juu, sio? So si tukuwa chini, unasikia kwa juu ile tididin. So the more we draw closer to the studio, I'm telling Flo, I'm like, watch out, bro. Nini? Na nisikia siku moja jama mia lini. I'm like,
And that's the first time you're hearing it.
Imagine, bro.
Hey.
And then Mika Mambo was there, you know, just chilling.
Which is take a level.
The same clothes.
Yeah. I think he was like, not today. You can't do me like you did me yesterday. But he made a blood clot hit, and for that, I'll always be grateful to him. And I take for sure.
So what is the New York story? Is this the Jay-Z story?
Which one, bro?
You said you had a New York
There's multiple. Me, I said I went to New York.
No, he said
Ted
New York
Josiah.
sababu na nini.
Oh, okay.
Ted Josiah aliposimama kama ambassador kwa New York.
Big Ted.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Big Ted, sorry.
So what is the Jay-Z story? Like, because there's a clip of you and Jay-Z. We don't hear what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Where is this? And yeah, what exactly?
I was telling him to pay me my money, you know.
Tell us the showbiz story and then the real story.
Oh yeah, let's do the showbiz story.
So let me tell you the showbiz one in Kikuyu, Ekegwere. You know what it is?
Gotire, please.
Niye na Jay-Z.
Hakuna.
Niye na Jiga, man.
No, we don't. What does that mean?
Me and Jay-Z, me and Jigga, man. I just haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, okay. So the fake story. Let's go with the fake story.
No. Let's go straight to the point.
All right.
Like, you know, I met him because of Big Brother.
Big Brother Africa.
Right? Big Brother was a good platform for me. So I didn't win the grand prize. I was first runners up. But then in reality, I won way more than even the first.
Who actually won? I can't remember.
The South African guy.
Yeah, the South African guy.
Was it 300,000 USD?
Not M-PESA, no.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
Oh, the way. Oh, ule jamaa. No, you deserved. I watched that. Big Brother.
Honestly,
You should have gotten that,
you
yeah?
should have won.
I want, bro. We
Should have
watched
won.
Big Brother.
All the Kenyans.
The whole
watched
country.
it.
Yeah.
Everyone was rooting
This
for
is
you.
this is before the internet was a big deal, so we'd watch
Yeah.
TV, like actually
Yeah,
watch TV.
guerrilla tactics,
Yeah,
man.
nigga, we watched. How many women did you fuck in that house?
None.
That's a lie.
None,
You and
bro.
Goldie fucked in that house, no?
We didn't, bro.
Really?
Not at all.
Prez.
Yeah, I swear to God.
But you met out with a bunch of
rest
women
your
in the
soul.
house.
Sorry?
You met out with a bunch of women in the house.
No. No, you know, like, listen. Check this out. So when I went for Big Brother,
It's
right?
like,
Hajafanya hivi leo.
Like,
Chaxy before is a sexual question.
He has to cross his legs.
Cross his legs.
it's in a space. I'm
yeah. You know, I like you guys' energy, though. Like, honestly, we can do this all night, you know?
Right, bro.
bro, stories is.
Me, I've already called in sick tomorrow.
Yeah. It's a
No,
wrap.
not you, bro. Me.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
And
Prez
it's-
is gonna make the call.
You know, wakiuliza, ni nani alisema utasikia orders from above?
But
Utasikia orders from above.
that's all you need to hear.
I didn't do that, you know, because, bro, to be honest with you, like, you know, me, I'm an introvert, man. And, you know, my brand, right? I say, like, contrary to what people might think, my man, you know, like, in Big Brother, there was that shower hour.
Yeah.
So, you know, there were these guys from West Africa and all these guys who were trying too hard to, like, you know, fit in and everything. A guy goes in, you know, he chomoas his boxers, you know.
His ass is all over. Tell you, like,
Yeah, and then, you know, like, there's cameras, mind you. Like, the shower's here. So there's, like, a mirror and there's a camera. So these guys were feeling like, if I remove my boxers, I'm actually going to be trending. Wapi, bro. Me and my man, you know, like, because I knew this footage can leak anytime, any day.
Yeah.
And remember what I told you about the power of the name?
Yeah.
So I didn't want any conflicts, you know?
Yeah.
So I used to shower with my boxers, bro. Whatever I need to do, like, I used to do it inside my
Around
boxers,
this,
bro. Yeah. The West African guys who were quick to, I don't give a fuck. The next Sunday, they were up.
Evicted.
Yeah.
Just like your boxers, you have been removed.
I'm I'm like, God damn, bro.
Yeah.
After all that,
Yeah.
like you showed them your manhood and everything, and you're out. God
Too
damn.
much.
I feel nothing. It's fine. There's a life after Big Brother.
Hapo there's a life after Big Brother and uchungu iko.
Yeah. Well, Africa has decided.
Did Baba actually vote for you, like Raila?
Yeah.
Crazy.
You have to realize that,
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you lost.
That's a bad joke, bro.
Hey!
I take it back.
Take that back.
My granddad Mwass will fight.
He stood up.
No, take that back, bro.
I take it back.
Yeah, you know why? Because you see, I know where you're coming from. Didn't come out to chill the fuck out.
Let me cleanse. Cleanse.
Check you know why? Because real talk, like the late Firoz. Shit. You see, Firoz is in my mind. Yeah, the late Fidel.
That was your homie too.
Yeah, kufa na kupona,
So that's
And
family.
Yeah.
that's fine, yeah. And that's why, like, man, me, I might have gone with Ruto's regime and, his, whatever he's selling, right? But then for the loyalty that I owed Fidel, right? I stood my ground.
Okay.
Again, it goes back to what I told you before. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you for real. Yeah, regardless, man. So, my loyalty always, fell towards Fidel. Rest in peace, And I wish Fidel, man, they say they could die young. True. Fidel was a person with a beautiful heart, And, mind you, like, in the Odinga family, like, Fidel was my person. Of course, Junior, I know the rest of but Fidel was my... So Fidel would tell me, bro, like, code is red, I'll be there for him in a heartbeat. So that's why I told you take it back, but it's nothing personal.
No.
Yeah, and man, me, because of Fidel, man, forever, my loyalty lies to Baba,
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yo, it lies to Baba to the extent whereby I told Steve-O, bro, there's footage, bro. I told Steve-O, I'm like, bro, you need to go for the mandamano. So Steve-O is my co-host in SOL, shout out to Steve-O.
Yeah.
Steve-O is like, sawa bro, but mbona wewe ukuje? Naambia, unajua, mi naishi Kilimani, alafu mother jisikii poa. I gave him a bunch of... He's like, yeah bro, but that doesn't make sense. So kwa nini mimi niende? I'm like, bro, utaenda maandamano ama uendi?
Orders from
And
above.
we were there. Bro, orders from above, bro. Steve-O was there, right? And watch a man kwa tear gas, bro. Jamaa walikuwa wanafyatua tear gas hivi, twa, ikifika kwa Steve-O even...
Messi in this bitch.
Wait. Now, actually, it makes sense now because prior to that, we have this brother of ours called Ray. Shout out to Ray the cop,
Yeah.
Ray is, don't look at your time, bro. Don't worry. I'll
I know worries. It wasn't even about that.
Yeah. So Ray is a copper, He's part of the family, right?
Yeah.
The team is so huge, right?
Yeah.
So Steve-O asked Ray, so how does this guy do this thing? Now me, you can tell from the tone of my voice, I talk slow. So maybe even the registering also. So I'm like, bro, mnaongea kuhusu. He's like, zinauliza, because, I saw Ray showing him like the tactics to kick.
I
thought it was a football. So Ray's like, unajua ile unaingia na clutch. I'm like, clutch. Then, kuuliza, let me tell you something, yeah? People should realize that asking a question might make you look like a fool for 1 minute, but if you don't ask, you'll be a fool for life.
Yeah.
Facts.
You understand?
Mimi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
Menikumbusha for only Red Bull.
You feel me? So Steve-O was on the ground, bro. Steve-O, the chomo and the tear gas canisters, right? The goons, shout out to Baba's goons. They were already like, Niko nayo. Steve-O was like, what's a Niko? Steve-O chap was like, you see, I didn't know it. And he's taking a video for me. No, we're taking it. I'm like, bro, we need to put this for SOL, bro. This is content.
That is wild.
That's fire.
Yo, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you have the clips?
Please.
Well, yeah, you. Yeah.
So,
You can
we
send
will
it
add
to
to
us.
the
We'll put
footage.
that.
No, we want the
Send us
one
the
that you
clips,
mess it the canister.
Yeah, we only managed to get like
Yeah,
one
use
tear
the
gas,
mic so-
like
yeah.
one tear gas, right? I even took pictures with it, so probably I'm
Nice.
gonna look
So
for
which
it.
area of Nairobi are you demonstrating at this time? Which area of
Kibera,
Nairobi?
of course,
Kibra,
bro.
duh.
I'm the
At
guy
the
who's
heart of
manning
the-
the gates to Baba's bedroom.
Oh,
Yeah. So
But do you say,
I
Mi
don't.
sina shida ya pesa mzee.
I will drink to that one?
Na pesa si shida ni matumizi. Bro.
Time ndio kidogo ya kutumia.
Time.
Yeah, did you see that did you see that that footage of Baba's goons, right?
there's a lot of footage.
Yeah, truly.
If you give me the chance to break
sorry.
it down, and it has nothing to do with lips either.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
Let me get accurately.
So like Baba's goons, yeah, they got the canister, right? And then they looked at it, they're like, yani tunalipa tax na mnatupatia
That is
tigers
the
in
1993.
expire.
I think, yeah, I saw that.
You saw that, right? That's how yani Baba has goons, man. Us being one of them, And like us guys were loyal people to the core, man. You'd rather, die like a man than live like a coward, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, I hate to bring this up, but if I didn't support Baba Fidel, the late Fidel would be spinning in his grave, Because, like I know the mission, it was also part of his mission. So for me, because I'm the solid, loyal person that I am, man, I'd rather die with my mans for life, you know? That's it.
Okay.
Talking of kutokuwa na shida za pesa, you'd actually spend 4.6 on your wedding with Daisy.
Yeah, for a day, bro. Yeah.
That's love.
That's balling.
Balling
And
in
being
love.
Would you do the same today?
Fuck no, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I can cuss, right?
Yeah.
No, of course you can curse.
Fuck. I wouldn't do it again.
Why?
Would you go higher or lower? On the 4.6?
Bro, I wouldn't even go there, bro. Like, Ngechu is a rolling stone. Where he lays his hat is his home. Point blank, period,
That's
bro.
done. Babe.
I wouldn't go down that route again. And, I have a friend of mine, like, very, high profile person. The wife was a friend of mine, right? And the wife is Italian, right? I really don't want to mention names, but
It's okay.
yeah, if people read between the lines, they'll understand.
They'll figure out.
Yeah. So she told me, she's like, yo, when I came here, I knew I was getting married to this guy, and I knew that A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And this guy took me to the AG's office. And, this guy's a high profile kind of person, bro. So for me at that time, like, whatever she was saying, like, I was trying to comprehend everything, right? But then it was going in one ear and out the other. My shit, bro. My shit was Mamacita, Tum Tum, horse and carriage, Tum Tum,
But
ways
that
on the
was,
ride.
that was
No cap.
yo.
Yeah.
4.6, bro, in a day to please motherfuckers, right? And like, none of those people. That's why I always regret like losing my true brothers, because none of those people that I fed and I made drunk for that whole day, when my marriage was under rocks, none of them came to me like, hey, bro.
Do this, do that.
Or none of the, people from my ex-wife's side came and said, yo, is everything, working?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like, if we share this podcast together, right? Yeah. Like, we're together as one. When I came here and I was late, I apologize, man, because it's common courtesy. So these people that I fed, I felt played out because I pleased people, that people who weren't there for me. I was telling my team earlier on, I saw this meme, right? It said that if only you knew how fast people would forget you once you're buried, you would spend less time trying to.
People.
You've seen that too? Can I get an amen?
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Take us to church.
You know what I'm saying? So, some things, but, like, some things have to go with time. You understand? Like, whatever I did, at that time, I did it because, man, I was blessed enough to do that, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I don't regret it. So there's nothing anybody can show me or tell me in this world that I've not done before.
Yeah.
You talk it, I live. The joke on you, motherfucker, I get it. You feel me?
On this show, we're marriage counselors.
We cancel.
They cancel marriage.
cancel
Like
marriage.
literally, they cancel.
The whole idea of marriage, we cancel.
Okay.
Yeah.
If someone comes and tells us,
I
I'm
believe
getting
in
married
marriage,
next
they're
week, we talk you out of it.
You're like, my guy, are you sure?
Yeah, that's them.
Should we call Prez now that you got my number?
You're not
Just
involved.
got my number, just holler at me. And bro, don't even tell me what I'm going. Just tell me, I'm Angana.
Hey!
That's Korea.
That's Korea.
Okay.
That's Korea.
Don't share the security.
Oh, shit. Security code.
Again, it's a few of us. Endangered species. So Prez, so still within this marriage, what really happened? Because the blog says the marriage didn't work because you cheated repeatedly. And then secondly, they say you abused her physically as well.
Yeah, you know, one thing I can be honest is, like, I was raised by a single mother, right?
Yeah.
I've never laid a finger on a woman, and I would never do that, you know? But then you see, I came to realize, you know, like, I cannot really talk ill about my ex-wifey because, you know, she is my ex-wifey. Before we got married, like, we were together, like, since high school. Yeah. And she's the mother to my child, and she's the one who we exchanged vows with, right? But then I came to realize that women react out of emotions, you know? So even my ex-wife, you know, like my strap, right? I used to put it in the safe. And I made sure, like, you know, she didn't know the combination to the safe because a woman would shoot you out of emotions, and then she'd be like, oh, babe, I didn't mean to. And that time you're already going, bro, you know? Yeah, so, you know, a nigga used to sleep with one eye open, you know?
With gang signs.
Maskini, yeah. Maskini, she'd wake up, right? In the middle of the night, right? She's going to the washroom innocently. She needs to ease herself, right? I'm like, babe, unaenda? It's at 3:30 in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, Sina. I'm like, oh, yo, I got my hands on you.
I'm watching you, girl.
You understand? So she acted out of emotions, and she's only a woman, you know, like, is what it is. But, you know, I still got love for her. I still got respect for her.
Yeah.
You know, and if you check on the tabloids, I've never spoken smack about her. Even one day, you know, she put me on blast, like, she put me on this thing on Facebook. When I came from Big Brother, it's called Dead Bits on Facebook, right? So, you know, this is why I'm telling you my life is like a movie. Innocently, Maze. Me, and if I won that money, right, I would have shared with the whole family, right? Sure. Yeah, so when I had a thing with the late Goldie, I think she caught a feeling. And, you know, she felt like, you know, this guy played me out or whatnot. And when I came back, she put me on blast on that deadbeat thingy, right? So in the morning, when I woke up, bro, I woke up to, like, no lie, God is my witness, like 80 missed calls. Messages and those same. And so, you know, I'm like, hey, what the hell? Yeah. Is there a sex tape of mine that leaked or what? Am I on you, on Pornhub or what, you know? And then
How come no Prezzo sex tape has ever leaked?
Because Prezzo, yo, you see my team, bro?
Truly.
You see
they're the ones who keep the tapes? Have you guys watched the tapes?
Frank, be honest, you've watched the tapes, bro.
Are they fire?
Come on, bro. For him...
Pass the mic. I have questions, Frank.
Several questions.
Bro.
So, Frank, so we can hear you as well.
Man, ding,
so, Frank,
go.
So you've watched Prezzo's sex tapes?
Tell the truth, bro.
Sir?
Because you know, Frank, yeah?
Tapes.
What do you mean? That's English.
Tapes.
Tips, like tips.
Sex tapes.
Aye, come on.
Come on, yes, no.
There's some bro codes, you know, you can break some bro codes.
So you haven't watched...
Or maybe he's saying that's
why
what he's telling Prezzo when watching it.
You know,
You don't have to tell me, it's a question.
Prezzo's giving
So
consent.
no, but we've confirmed there are sex tapes.
So there are sex tapes.
You know,
How long?
Cool.
yeah.
I like Frank. He took the mic and said nothing.
Nothing at all.
No, it's a tactic. He's been taught by Prezzo.
No.
You remember the gun? You told guys if you don't answer a question, you do the gun.
That's
Is the chopper yours?
no.
Wink and the gun.
That's Frank for you. If you recall quite well, before we even studied Aryan, we took like the try shots, right? I called Frank. If Frank didn't approve, then it wouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
Because, Frank is that kind of person, bro. Frank, like, he calls a spade, bro.
Yeah.
He'll be like, I like it, but
it's not
Steve-O
yours.
is lenient with me. But Steve-O, all my brothers, man, they play a role,
Okay.
Yeah.
And last I checked, it was my interview, not theirs. So you guys can call them in their own good time and tell them. So how does it feel to
And
chill
ask
with?
them.
Yeah, Prez, the sex tapes, was the mandingo?
You know, that's what I was gonna ask. Was he packing?
Yeah, truly, it's Prezzo packing.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm confused.
No.
I wanted to know how long is the sex tape?
Truly.
And how long?
Yeah.
How
long is the
is
sex tape? Can I watch it on my lunch break or do I need a whole day?
Is it a real?
Am I to
what's-
TikTok?
What's
Bro.
the word?
Boomerang vibes.
I just hope
A
and
vine.
pray. I just hope and pray you're not using bundles, bro, because
You'll
Hey.
be there for a while.
Talipa Safari
Bed.
mingi.
Bed.
So, then there's the acting Prezzo that we saw. So one, we saw Cobra Squad. Did you guys watch Cobra
Who,
Squad?
child,
that's-
every Sunday.
That's Mutua's
Like
biggest
clockwork.
atrocity after corruption. Honestly. I can forgive him for corruption, but I never forgive him for that long Nakumat Airtel advert with fake guns.
So there's Cobra Squad. Then there's Nairobi Diaries.
And before that, there's one called Simu Samurai.
Oh, damn. No, I don't know about that.
It's a local production.
Yeah, Maze, I'm just that light-skinned Denzel.
Nice.
When did that air and where?
Yeah, it's there. Facts, not fiction. It's called Simu Samurai.
Simi Samurai.
Is it available online?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, Simu Samurai. And there was a lot of karate, the kung fu. But when they gave me that script, right? I saw the script and I was like, They're like, Prezzo, so want you to be like Bruce Lee. You're like, those movies, right? They speak first, and then you hear, you hear
The sound later.
After, yeah.
Hi, my So me, I protect my brand with blood, sweat, and tears because to make it here, I didn't just make it easy,
Yeah.
So I said, apart from the
Those are your lines.
The sound effects.
Yeah.
literally. So I said no to that, and they said, okay, because Prez, we cannot do without you. Like, okay, you can play like the big boss, like sending these ninjas now with the. I'm like, can you go and them? I think you want. Do you mind if I smoke it?
Wow.
No, you do what you
mind if I
do. What you
smoke?
want to do.
Actually, I should ask you.
Thank you,
him.
lady of the house. Okay,
Fuck
feel at
him.
home.
What?
Feel at home.
I fought for independence. You can never so then
Yeah, so there's Shimi Samurai, there's the one with Alfred Mutuo,
Cobra
Cobra
Squad.
Squad and
And-
Nairobi Diaries.
Yeah.
So Nairobi Diaries, how much do we need to pay Prezzo to be on Nairobi Diaries?
Truly.
Yeah, a lot, bro. Trust me. And like Nairobi Diaries, I did it because I was in love with a lady, and this lady, she had nothing but time on her hands. And they say like an idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
So this shorty was very pretty. She was very beautiful.
Yeah.
The Kikuyu in me comes in, or maybe it's the Korean rubbing.
More like the Kikuyu.
So she was very pretty, and good person, But then, one thing with you ladies is like, y'all don't have a mind of your own. Don't shoot. Let me elaborate.
All ladies?
Not all. I mean, can I please finish, bro? Last time I checked on the guest list.
You can finish. I just needed a bit of clarification.
You best make it with
You're being like Edgar Obare now, because you know, Edgar Obaye, he sieves and he cuts and he edits. Yeah, you know, he doesn't play the whole thing, you know. Yeah, and then I end up looking like an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I see, you know, my brother Steve-O, right?
Yeah.
My brother Steve-O, he worries too much about the brand, you know.
Yeah.
He'd call me be like, yo, bro,
Same.
it's getting elephantic. I'm like, elephantic, bro. What the fuck do you mean by that? When we're in a game reserve, or he's like, no. I mean the elephant in the room. I'm like, where? I start checking, and I tell Steve, I'm like, bro, you know, at the end of the day, man, we're not bad people, and you know, the truth will set you free, and our God is a living God. So, remind me.
Nairobi Diaries. So you went there because of Michelle.
Talking about
Yeah, you know, it's not important to me. That's why I don't
Facts. I get you.
For a minute, I wanted to pick up from Michelle too. I mean, from Nairobi Diaries to so the global warming.
Yeah, you shady.
The economy.
Yeah. So what happens when you mix bougie and ghetto?
Bujegero.
Bujero.
Bujero.
Hood rats.
Nah, bro.
Wow.
No.
I had to find something to keep this lady busy because, you know, like this is a lady I was in love with, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, thugs need love too.
True.
And this shorty, you know, she's paying, bro. Yo, none of my shorties, bro.
She was fine. Oh, she is. I haven't seen her in a minute, but yeah, I'll get you that.
Moving on swiftly.
all 10:55.
So I had to, you know, make her occupied and everything. So I spoke to the director of Nairobi Diaries. I said, can you give Shorty a job? She's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean, no? I mean, she's the first lady. So the director tells me, to you, maybe, but to us, we want numbers. I'm like, so if you were in my shoes, what would you do? And she goes like, we can take you guys as a package. So I'm looking at Michelle, right? She's there, she's like, babe. She's playing ping pong. I'm like, as a package, yeah? So lazima mi niwepo, utanilipa ngapi? So the package was good enough, you know, the money made sense.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kill two birds with one stone because one, I wanted to secure my heart first. Because I was in love with this shorty, bro. Unaelewa? So I wanted to secure my heart first, and then I said, okay, cool. Bro, never in a lifetime, if it wasn't for that lady, you would never catch me dead on Nairobi Diaries.
Truly, even I was surprised when I saw that. I was like,
yo, it's called Things You Do for Love.
true. Can't blame you.
You know what I'm saying?
She's the same one who got a tattoo of her on this hand that you've now covered up.
Which one, bro? This says Ngechu, and this is the skyline of Nairobi.
Yeah, but I can see beneath the skyline.
Bro, you got compound eyes?
I'm the Lord. I can see through.
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, like, that whole tattoo thing was part, you know, people have to realize, and I'm sorry to all the producers and whatever, but, you know, reality shows are not reality, like they're scripted.
You have to give a story.
Yeah, so for me to put that ink and for her to put that ink added more zeros.
Oh, was that in the contract?
Of course, bro.
Damn,
Come on.
you have to get a
bro,
tattoo.
minimum sapere, bro. No, bro. Mind you, I'm the one who reached out. Because I was like, first and foremost, I don't want my lady to work in a salon. I don't want her to like massage people's heads and feet and all that, you know.
That's for you.
So I said, what can be compatible? I said, this show. So I reached out to this lady, right? And securing my heart, right? And then, you know, I killed two birds with one stone because I secured my heart, because they say idle mind is the devil's workshop. So Shorty was too busy, like even when the rest of her hood rat friends were calling her, Beboko, they were calling her because she's the breadwinner. Like, if she pulls up to, you know how I can call you and I tell you, yo, I'm here with the Dinkimati, couple of my goons. So you come with your besties.
Pull up.
Yeah, she was too busy shooting, and the money made sense. So even the tattoo, right? It came with a price, My man, like everything, every move is calculated.
Yeah.
So as long as it was making economical sense, and then like when you're with the lady and the zeros are adding up, right?
Everyone's
She
happy.
cannot say no.
Truly.
So the producer came to me and said, "So Prez, what we want you guys to do is tell Michelle to get a tattoo of your name, right? And you get a tattoo of her name." So me, when she was talking this, then the numbers were just yeah. And I told her with confidence, I'm like, yeah, but it's gonna cost though. And then of course, because already we were in love, in quotes at that time. So she's like, babe, napata tattoo yako. Alafu, atanipatia how much? Can be this and this much,
Done.
She's like, uko wapi wacha nijitatu tu mimi mwenyewe. Ni NG. I'm like, you're asking for really? Baby, where's the love? She's like, NGE.
Who got the tattoo first?
Her, of course.
She did.
And then you did later.
No,
Same day.
Same day,
place.
but after her though.
Okay.
Yeah, And at the end of the day, like, people say when God gives you lemonades.
God gives you lemons.
No, when God gives you lemons, sorry, unajua kizungu ilikuja na meli. Lakini kwa Kiswahili
Na kizungu, unajua. Tunang'ang'ana ile side. Gunshots.
He found it.
they don't call me president for nothing. Every time, with my peripheral view, right? I was mastering all the
You are sneaky.
Yeah. So, you pull me off.
No, you're just describing. He asked who went first, and then you said
Yeah.
you got at the same time.
Every move is calculated, man.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to do it, and then because Shorty, right? She was a loose cannon. I could have done it, and then she says, Stucky. And then I'd be there, like, my ears would go up and you just hear, I was like, answer na kwanza, bro. Cheki sema inke hii rangi haiko kwanza.
Zote ni black.
So the poor guy, the poor tattoo artist, he came with his kit, right? Yeah. And he held Michelle's hand. He's like, Michelle's like, Shorty's like, like, unajua hatuna inke hii, unaona rangi yake na yako, tuko na inke hii. Ni inke ya rangi yangu. Then
gets it done.
Yeah, you have to forgive me, like in any story, you have to add chumvi and roiko for it to have lather,
Yeah.
But, like the numbers were making sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, again, it doesn't make me less of a man to say that I was in love at that time.
Yeah.
So, love will make you do some stupid things. But then you see, this one wasn't stupid because, like, even when I would second guess it, when I look at the
zeros in the account, you chill.
I'm like, oh.
Ni sawa tu.
How does a thug go through heartbreak? Every thug needs love.
Yo, Steve-O.
Apple juice.
Can I please have some more apple juice? Steve.
Let me pass it for you.
Yeah, sorry, come again?
Yeah, I was saying, you said every thug needs love.
Yeah, it's true.
How do thugs go through heartbreaks?
You just have to, go through it. Like, before my heartbreak, I was told by my uncle.
Yeah.
Because, my pops passed away when I was 13, right? So my ex-wifey, like, after high school and everything, like my uncle, my mom's brother, came from Sweden, right? And he used to sleep in the same room with me, right? And whenever, like my uncle, he's a rock star, he runs, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So he would come back like at weird hours of the night, like at 3, and then he finds me on the cell phone. This is back in the day, bro, before even cell phones were cell phones, you know? Like you needed to have at least 150,000. So I put 150,000 for my ex-wifey just so that I can have a communication with her. And my uncle, one night, he found me saying, no, you hang up.
Oh, wow.
And then she's like, no, you hang up. I'm like, no, you hang up. So my uncle came from Dunda, you know. He chose Mirasana, you know. So when he came, you know, his gombo was telling him, oh my God,
What in the...
what the hell is...
Emenda.
And then, you know, like, you know, I wasn't even apologetic about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I looked at the guy, I'm like, Shikamo. He's like, Maraba. No, you hang up. And then, you know, the guy, he tolerated me. The you hung up, went for like maybe give or take like a minute and a half. No, you hung up, she said.
15 bob per minute.
Yeah.
Wait.
My uncle, when I hung up the phone, right, and mind you, it wasn't the start, like I didn't just flip it. I had to finger it, you know. My uncle told me, what the hell are you doing? So I looked at the guy, I'm like, what are you telling me, old man? You know?
Yeah.
I was like, this old guy, you know, but later on, the words that he uttered to me came and made sense. Because,
What
bro,
did you say?
huh?
What did you say?
He told me, never ever give your heart to a woman. You know, like what you're doing right now, you're too young to be doing that. This, no, you hang up.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the guy, I'm like, this old fool. But then, you know, the day when he hit me, right, I remembered his words, you know, verbatim. Like they were echoing in my ears, man. And, you know, I didn't learn my lesson after that. I still fell in love again and again and again. And then until the point where I was like, enough is enough, you know.
You're not falling in
You know,
love.
like
You're not
how
in love, yeah.
when like, you know, the 5th, right, when they went for the debate and he showed up and the other guy, oh, no. And Baba didn't show up. And then, yeah, my bad, man. And the 5th was asked, like, by the panel, they asked him, so, how much is enough? And then, you know, the 5th, like, you know, composed, you know, he's like, enough is enough. So even me, you know,
Enough is enough.
yeah, fuck that shit that they say at you once bitten, twice shy. Any man you Russia, bro, na madem, come up.
Character development.
Umetuma double texts.
One day, killer time, yani, you know, I'm like, I'll never get myself into this. And then slowly but surely, you know, I meet a shorty, like it's a one-night stand, right? And then we start vibing. And then again, you know, keep in mind, my heart is made of flesh. So we start vibing and then we kick it. And then before you know it, like, you know, you're already in that hole.
Which one?
He was already in the hole.
Just confirming. Unajua alafu msichana na kubebe cool. And you keep going back.
So did ask, so the guy...
Yo, I even asked the ladies I was with them, like, are you guys related to Baby Cool?
You come from Champara.
Are you from Entebbe? Yeah, you land in Entebbe and then you drive.
So, our following, the guys who really fuck with the show called Checkmates, we did ask them to ask you a bunch of questions. Right before I read some of the questions, 2 questions just before I forget, right?
Sure.
Prezzo and trust condom. Because that was a moment.
That was, I think, of all the trust
And
ads.
then, lastly, the incident where you got shot on the head.
Yeah. What about the trust condom thing?
Because wasn't that like among the first deals?
Endorsements.
Endorsement deals.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't a thing.
So, you know, like, the best part about this, right, is, you see, Prez was being paid as Prez. But, you know, like, the vouchers were in that campaign as well.
Nameless.
But then, you know, Nameless, right? Nameless was point of correction. And, you know, here, I promise you guys, I'm just going to be honest, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, if I lie, man, you know, like, my word is out there. So Nameless, you know, of course, he had Ogopa DJs and whatnot. Vultures, they were part of Ogopa DJs. So Lucas was really eating, bro.
Fundi Frank.
Was Fundi in that? He was? Yeah.
Lucas alikula vizuri.
Mbaya, bro. Lucas was like a PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me. Yeah. But me, you know, that's the advantage of being independent, you know. Like me, it was just me and my brothers, you know. Like Firoz, of course, you know, because, man, that was my right-hand man. And that was the biggest paycheck that I got, actually.
How much?
1.5.
Bro.
For how long? What period? How long was the campaign?
Oh, they were renewing it like annually. But you know, the 1.5 was the beginning, and then now every renewal was like half a mic, you know. But then the difference is, you see, like the other guys who were a team, they had to split that into them.
True.
And I also had to split with my people, but you see, my people wasn't like in black and white.
They were
It
eating
wasn't-
because you were giving.
Yeah, like I would give them,
wasn't-
if I want to give you 2K, I want to give you 200K, I want to give you one mic, you know.
It's up to me.
Yeah, but then them, bro, you know, okay, let's say like the Vultures, right? There were two of them in
Nasty
the group.
Thomas,
Yeah.
Mustafa.
And then there was, Nasty Thomas and Mustafa. Then there was Ogopa DJs, right? And then, you know, so the paycheck is less, you know. And then this is not like to your liking. It's not that where you're calling the shots.
Truly.
You really have
You
to.
just signed a piece of paper.
Yeah. So I was eating it with a big spoon, bro. I'm like, look, with a big spoon, bro.
As you go.
With like a spade.
Yeah. And so when they were renewing it, and then, you know, also it was a plus for us guys because they put billboards all over the country.
Wow. So even if okay.
So, you know, keep in mind, remember Makini Herbal Clinic? My mom used to travel, right? And she would see the billboards and she'd call me. She'd be like,
I just saw you.
Baba. Hey, you know, my mom never called me by my real name. She's like, Baba nakuona. I'm like, wapi?
Like,
Hapa Kitale.
where?
Mimi. Nimedo.
Ini nini unauza?
Naambia, balloon.
Gosh.
Yeah, so, you know, and then, you know, the 1.5 I got, right? Because I was still trying to convince my moms to believe in my passion. I took the 0.5 and I gave her, bro. After I gave her that 0.5, the 500 Ngiigi, bro, she's the one who used to bring me a pen and a pad. She's like, andika nyimbo. Utaimba. I'm like, lakini mama siski. She's like, utaimba.
Muziki ni kazi.
Yeah, and then you know, there's that look your folks used to give you, like,
And you know she means business.
no, you know, like when you're in the living room, maybe you guys are chilling, and then guests come in, and then your folks give you that look.
Like, get
You're
you
like-
something to do. I'm out.
It's like the I'm a piano thing. You know, nowadays you all have it so easy.
Crazy.
Oh my God, Prezzo.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it was a blessing because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, like at least my mom saw that, you know, whatever this guy, like when I put him to school, it's actually making sense because if it doesn't make money, then it doesn't make sense.
Truly.
Right? So here I am, you know, pulling up from nowhere with a sugar bag of 500,000. And she's like, hey, umetoka wapi? I'm like, sijaiba.
Taxes were paid.
Yeah, maybe or maybe not. But, you know, at least she saw a light
it
at
was
the end of the
worth it,
tunnel.
Truly.
And I'm not lying. She literally, before she was against it, she's like, mwanamuziki ni ujangili, ujamba. When she saw the 500,000, ndio ujue pesa ni sabuni ya roho. She used to come with the pen and pad. She's like, oya,
Andika.
vipi? Unataka kalamu rangi gani? Black?
Black, kuna red, kuna dile ya green.
Yeah. And you know, like Tupac said, it feels, and even if I was selling rocks, it feels good putting money in your mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. You understand? So for me, also it felt the same kind of way. Like when I showed her that, you know, you can actually believe in this. If I was an accountant, right? Cheeky.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so let's just say, like, God has been faithful, man, throughout my journey. So another thing I want to add on, right? You see, I was born in 1980, right? So people need to do the math, right? So I feel like people are so shallow-minded that, I celebrate each and every one of my birthdays because when I celebrate my birthdays, right, it's me giving God the glory, like, thank you for keeping me alive.
Another one, yeah.
Because, the life that I was living before, bro, honestly, I was living on the fast lane. And you see, most of the people I mentioned, I say RIP, RIP, So for me to be here, like, I feel blessed, So, there are people who I'd make a post and then they'll be like, and I'm like, do you think years go backwards or... Yeah, and my nigga, swag always on deck, but check the Cortez. Swag on, and like, age is just mentality. If you feel like I'm old, then you'll be old,
Will be.
Yeah, but me, I give God the glory because, man, I'm still alive until this day with you beautiful people, with your podium as well, and I'm calling a spade a spade. So a lot of people shy away from, celebrating their birthdays because but celebrating your birthday, right, is you telling God, like, thank you. Because honestly, darling, the life I was living, right, it's just that, like, for the next podcast, right, I'm gonna break it down
We'll
to
save
you
it for
guys.
that one.
Yeah, but I was living life on a fast lane, and that's why you see most of my goons are RIP, RIP, RIP. So the last ones that I have are the ones you see me with, and of course, the beautiful ladies. Yeah, Then it feels good to be a president.
Mi sina shida ya pesa mzee.
Period.
All right, cool. Because so I think we have to finish.
Yeah, we have to
one last one, and then we save the life for the next time, right?
Yeah.
Why do you have a huge painting of Moi in your house? That's from Simon Obote.
Yeah, because Moi, right? Growing up, like every Friday we used to get maziwa from Moi. Like if you're in a government
Maziwa
school,
Nyayo.
yeah, maziwa nyayo. So like small gestures like those, right? You see, like I use the StarTAC. It's a old-fashioned. It's a vintage phone. I'm old school like that, So I appreciated this guy because in every country, right? Undeveloped countries, we need dictators, like for things to go smoothly, whether you like it or not. And give me a chance to explain why. You see, like Iraq, right? They said Saddam Hussein had nuclear weapons and and they invaded him, right? And then when they went there, they invaded him. There was no nuclear weapons, right? And then Iraq to date, bro, it's not taking any steps forward. Yeah. Gaddafi, the same thing, So with Moi, right? Moi played his part because Moi put everybody in a straight and narrow. Moi, for those who don't know, Moi used to fire you on radio at 1 o'clock news, 1 p.m.,
You're way
1300
too
hours.
back.
So everybody, the chiefs, the MPs, everybody used to listen to that news with their fingers crossed because Moi was a no-nonsense person. So you'd be like, people, imagine being fired, right?
You're way too back.
No, not on your way.
Lunchtime. You're having your lunch.
Before your lunch ati mheshimiwa ngoja kwanza umefutwa. In national radio, VOK. So Moi was a man of principle and so am I. And like, if I give you my word is my bond. So Moi is my mentor because he was a man of principle. And then, the sad truth is, you see, like the fifth, right, is a protege of Mzee Moi. There was that, what was it called? Y2K?
Yeah.
What was it called? YK2? Yeah. The fifth was pardon.
Of that
So
game.
don't look at the end product, look at behind the scenes. So, you know, the 5th didn't become the president by fluke or by luck. He earned his stripes, like, you know, he was there, like, you know, youth for Kano. So that's why I mess with Moy. And also Steve O has the same painting in his crib.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I fuck with, you know, the late Mzee Moy.
Nice.
Whew, praise, man. You know, you've lived a good life, a long life.
Still living
It's
life.
impossible to cover everything in just like, we've done 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next time I call you again, we'll be able to sit down.
Yeah,
Because
you
there's
know,
so much, bro. Yeah, there's so much to get into, and we can't even get into it.
Yeah.
But I want to appreciate you for pulling up.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
For sure. Always,
And we
bro.
save whatever
for
is
having
left
me.
for next time.
For sure. And also, you know, like, you gotta give respect where it's due. So for you guys to be on the
86.
86.
86.
So, you know, twin, listen, before you came here, right? I told them how SOL we're doing, right? And we're like, after every episode, bro, on episode 6, bro, me and you were like, God damn, you know.
Episode
like,
unlocked.
we're like, yeah, bro. Yeah. And he's like, that's the way to go. I'm like, no, that's the way to go. And he's like, no, that's the way to go. I'm like, oh.
That's the new you hang up.
And then, bro, I saw, yeah. When it was jingle.
Clock one.
It's a love.
Shit. Okay, so, me and Steven, the whole team, right?
Yeah.
After every episode, you know, because, man, if we don't hype ourselves up, then who else is going?
Fact.
So, Maze, you know, that hype had to come down when I heard you guys saying, welcome, guys, episode 85. Hey, I called Steve, I'm like, Houston, we have a problem. He's like, Neo podcast. I'm like, no, bro, you don't, numbers, bro. Check it, bro. You remember when I went to New York? That guy I met, Ule Chalia Beyonce. Alisema, men lie, women lie.
Numbers don't.
I told him, check the numbers, bro, and then call me. He's like, 80 what, bro? I'm like, yeah, we're pulling up, man, you know.
Yeah.
No, I
So
appreciate
big up
it,
to
man.
you guys for that.
Thank you.
I saw some of your work. Let me just allow me to give you your flowers and you can smell them.
Thank you.
I saw what you guys did with BN.
That was lovely.
And then, you know, like, the reason why I appreciate that is because you guys didn't have this setup before. Like, y'all were even, like, you know, there's no coming in the studio. So I'm sure BN was like, hey, guys, come on, Baldman, you know. At least, you know. And then I'm sure then Kimato was like, I got my Yeezys, you know. Like, yeah, but, you know, the setup was different. So, you know, for me, I read between the lines and, you know, it just went to show me that you guys have been to hell and back, you know. And, you know, you guys stood the test of time. And that's why you're not here by fluke or by chance, you know. So I pray that God, you know, blesses the work of your hands. And also to, you know, your team behind the cameras.
Yeah.
Can you big them up? What's your good name, bro? George. Big up to George. Loki.
Ray.
Morris.
So his name is
Morris.
Morris. Let me get... So Morris is a fan of our show and he made us mags and delivered today.
That's
Branded
what's up.
mags.
Yeah.
Bro, no one asked him. He literally just delivered mags. to us.
That's what's
And
up.
he does
man.
branding. So thank you so much, bro. Like,
That's what's
that
up.
means a lot, man.
Morris, you should have known I'm coming for this. You should have added
We got you.
my... No, big
We
up
send
to
a
this,
delivery.
bro.
We send a package
send a
for
delivery,
SOL. We send a package.
Yeah, this is mad, bro.
Thank you, bro. That's our logo. That's our branding.
Mad. But can I give you my 2 cents, though? You know, and, you know, without prejudice, right?
Yeah.
The lady needs to be in the middle, though.
In the
bro.
center.
Yeah, the symmetry.
You have to make sure the equation balances, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the lady has to be in the middle. Bro, Morris, the next one you make... Yeah,
Oh, sorry. That's what I need.
are you sure it's water, bro?
I'm very sure.
Next one you make, bro, make sure the lady is
The ladies at the
right?
center.
So you got your flowers already?
Thank you, bro.
bro.
No,
They
I'm
smell
sure
nice,
appreciate
yeah.
you. Like, for real, bro.
100%.
And even on phone, you told me the same. You're like, yo, man, this
Yeah.
is fire, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, bro, and I'm finna come back again.
No, we have to.
Yeah.
Bro, we have so much we couldn't even cover, so we have to. Yeah.
Straight
We have
up.
to do a
And then
bonus
also,
episode, yeah.
I want to plug in my
Yeah, your
session.
show.
SOL.
Yeah, SOL in the building, and we're about to turn it up to the ceiling. Yeah. So, you know, I like everybody, like, and the good thing about this conversation that we had, it's a win-win situation, man.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys got to give me your audience,
Absolutely.
And, like, us guys, like I told you before, we're just starting with this whole podcast thing,
Yeah.
right? And me and my team, man, when we did episode 2, we're like, imagine we've got episode 2.
You're on a 100% record.
Yes.
You guys...
So we've
episodes.
doubled our episodes.
Have you ever played Snakes and Ladders, right? You know that snake that's on number 99?
99. And
That
it takes
brings
you all the
back
way
to-
back.
When I said with confidence, I'm like, to me is a link, check.
Yeah.
Then, me, I didn't even... Okay, the content, yes, but when I saw the numbers and I saw your movement, right?
Yeah.
I called my people, I said, yo, we got to give props where it's due.
Thank you.
Like, these guys have earned their keeps, man, and bro, now we're changing the system, bro.
Facts.
I'm like, Z, bro, fuck that, bro. We're going to do 10 episodes a day.
10 episodes a day.
Steve Boy is
Too
like...
many stories, Prez.
Steve
You
Steve
guys
Boy-
have lived multiple lives.
Interesting
bro.
lives,
So
yeah.
many stories.
Straight up and down.
Yeah.
But, bless you guys. And
Thank you.
mostly... Thank you, because me, I was only worried about you, because from what I saw, right, you're the strict one, So me, I was like...
She's so strict.
I was
Hello.
I was even-
Canons.
I was telling my team, I'm like, as long as the lady is good,
Okay.
We're fine.
fuck the rest. and then Steve O goes like, no, you can't say that. And then Frank goes like, no, but what about they didn't come out? I'm like, fuck them.
You'll be fine.
The lady.
Yeah.
So I told, my sister Jane, I'm like, Jane, Lynette, you guys deal with the lady. In case anything happens, magic is idunga, you're my, so, because women power,
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I came in, at least you all understood me. And,
man.
I would never keep you guys waiting for fuck all.
Nothing, truly.
Yeah, but it's your race, equal race, man. But most importantly is we're
Made
here.
it happen, bro.
And then, to be honest, man, I swear we could carry on. What time is it right now?
It's midnight.
It's
almost.
midnight.
Looking at
Well,
my Rolex.
we could talk for
It's
hours.
midnight.
bro.
We could talk till the day after tomorrow.
Facts.
Yeah.
But that goes to show that you guys are good vibes,
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I can assure you for sure, it's not the apple juice that's talking.
That's our episode title.
It's not
Yeah.
the apple juice
It's
that's
just
talking.
laugh.
That's the
Featuring
episode
Prezzo.
title. Featuring
Lovely.
Prezzo. That's our episode title.
Check it out in your text.
Please
But
text the group. It's not the
I
apple juice
want,
that is talking.
I want everybody to, look out for SOL.
Yeah.
Right? SOL is called Syllabus of Life because whatever we've been through, just the same way what you guys are doing, but us guys want to do it like, the potholes that we went through, we don't want to go through. We don't want them to go
Others
through
to
the
go
same,
through them.
potholes. You feel me? And hence SOL. And, like Steve-O and Frank, they were like, yeah, we need to fuck with these niggas. I'm like, yeah, they're good people, Even one of them has like, the hair is like they didn't come out. Like, fuck that. No, we need to know how they got to 80-something. So after this, when you're someone, man, don't say I didn't give you a head.
We'll pull up.
No, we pull up, bro. Come on.
So,
For sure.
mad love to you all.
Mad love.
Take the microphone, bro. We cannot hear you.
Yeah, because we can't hear you.
We're not
The guys
speaker.
can
Speak English. No, apologize. Finish.
You're a cartoon, bro.
Like I was saying, yeah.
Yo, straight up.
Maybe if we shoot in the next episode,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can pull up to our yard maybe, and we can do it from that point because this is like a podcast to podcast. So
For sure,
today
you know.
was away. Now we want you guys home. So home and away.
Oh, wow.
lovely.
So we
Yeah.
got you, bro. You
Yeah,
guys
and-
honored our invite.
and-
We'll be there, bro.
And
Definitely.
actually, it'll be an honor, because, like I said, you all are doing very good. So, we just want to, the law of attraction, right? Yeah, so, you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind
Yes,
of
sir.
thing. So, for sure.
Superman.
Thank you, bro.
And with that said, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, open the wall.
Wote.
Yeah. I gotta love you guys and leave you though. But then, keep up with the good work, man.
Thank you.
Bra.
Shukran.
Maia.
Boya. All right, episode 86, CMB Prezzo.
No, say that again. We have to say 86 together.
All right, cool.
Okay. God damn it.
All right, so we say, anyways, episode 86. We are mic check.
No, you say the episode, we say the 86 and then you carry with it.
Okay, cool.
So don't
That'll be
complicate it.
All right.
Let me take
All right.
a video of this.
Ready?
Twende kazi.
All right. Episode
86.
We are mic check.
This is the Brunch Club.
Welcome back to
The mics are cool.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.